FM so ene se yeba manaswe na ene ye wukuada eye obubu obusume ne da etoso se aduonu ebaako afi empinu aduonu na abodonko apa ho meeti aduonu enson Wednesday October 21 2020 time just about gone 27 minutes past 1 na ene ukwe edwumadi a yede free need FM bay a friend say me minti o mani ntini se me ni wunyina ye hwehwe se yedie ebeba yabusua mu na nka aba yempota emu na yedie no kura toa so a na anka afiri yemfikyire no na anka aka akọmensini ahodo mu na firi mensini no mu a na jesenka ni nyina akọ se eye mantam ahodo mu na akafu a na jese o mamu ga na nyina akọ na nka yedie abam na obia akọbadie na nka obia susu edie na ohaw bia eni obi so na nka titi bia eni obi so na nka obia nya ba bia da adiniti atosunya so ama ne ho ahare no na obia nya aduane papa bi adi na obia sorry anya baabi se akọ dini pa na wadi bibimpo aba dodo no akura timi ye yankase yadwuma anko di pa ewo obi soso ensa no a enkeye na emom soso no wa wuntimi nya wa wadwuma so de a na wodi adwempa e de akọwane a yate nnwuma ahodo no akọ ye nnwuma ni bi wom oman ni ntini ye ka ne se yo na wo yi adwuma no a pakoma pa kwada bompa ya ma adwuma wura na adwuma wura no enoma nkoyie no no soso anya bi no de amman emmompa ye se bibi bekọ chew ni wanya ne de na kwagina baabi akọkeka no honsem na adwuma wura ni tirimo dine na adwuma wura na de ya na ahie no kura se ye ntanka adwuma wura so ye bema kura na ye de ne yire so asensen ho ne yire no short na so short ye wadwuma ye na yiwa ni firi wadwuma wura ne yire so na ne yire de wo ware atia na nkanka se oba no kura so san wo Nigeria ruro bi kura dia e de na kon omukwa hye baabi so ni akotwa abo oba no pakoma pa ye adwuma na yedie mra wakwam na wudi yi a na wosu abusua di yie na wo man mu ga na nyina atimi awie epe eye ede ama yene yafra me ADAKABRI mamudu osioma na mi na mi di dwumadie ho chia me manti apanyinu kwadwo da mi ado as usual na wode me asi abontren wo fa se mageri osai agiman wo bo panyinu kwadwo da mi ado chidom no akire no soso frema abankro yabiba panyini ye the only University of Ghana lady wano wakati mu no ho wano no ye technical producer on social media handles say despite media on YouTube say Facebook live ni nyina frema abanko wano de ne mra ne ane sen mara michi mafa ai usale samra nu bo se na de na ne lipsi no afi na point ne se na wakan kwana to ho na ne trimu aye ne se gobe mara michi mafa anti frema chire no ana fe engineering group no achiagbo wano na ye chief engineer worker nkoti akwa na najare na nabuaje wase ada sankroma sempro na obi ye obone na ade papa etua ne ka ai ta sempro akope ba bia ate enne wode me appointment enti basa na ne chiri wadwane ko enti ohunu se man biamzi wana betena se pe no ayi ne ti sempro ba bia wo bia mame ya chewo na me de wako mafada ade ne sen yam pass da some farmer facilities group no big solo wono ana wotua no na dada Godfrey dodo no friend you brana na fe no DJ Mapuna and then DJ Bosco na Mills wono so de ya sanemra ne se tete na bibia adayie ade amayen nti ene de ensem no aba ene se political parties ahodo no atimi aye enti ye party be na adom na womu yi die ben na ado dan kwa kufu ado wodo form for nana na womu di kan ballot ye ni mienu ye di kan first balloting round a parties no in order say obi a be choose de ope enti no na MPP okokwa yi number 4 say wono ni the fourth party a obekwa akwa yie enti number 4 no okokwa yi ya no na okokwa yi number 1 say ballot no so beda 1 enti no form for nana so hunu ene che to kokko yi 1 say woye number 1 o woye sanyu no ekoda mi wo bi woye number 1 o woye number 1 o woye number 1 o mun pesa sanyu ne mfa mame na fe no John 3:16 onapo John 3:16 the second coming of John so hunu na fe wo de akọ gum isusu eye miensa GUM gum wano so watoso se miensa na watoso se miensa na je se enu ane se miensa da bia hye numbers so numerologist ebe ka che se 3 and 7 so hunu se Psalm 35 mpo ana wo kwa kwasire nyankropon se wani obi nko amfa maw na wo de wo ntime nko se de Mose e kan no Genesis 2013-14 13-14 and 14-14 ni nyina ne se wo de ntime nko etu ntime nko no na je se nyankopon won koma under Psalm 35 no ada se nipa no so kokko atin na nyame ne nkoma me a ubo kokko atin di mprensa kwasi ko atin mprensa na fe working gas Psalm 35 no agu kwasi ko atin so mprensa eno anu ni nyame esomu edipu nyankopon be buru kojo kwasi ko atin ma frumfnam na to be bi din anase working kan kwasi ko atin be bodi di mprenso Ugani dim plan son kwasi kwati imprenson na fe working can Psalm 35 don prenson kwasi kwati wo so nyankopon ahase efu obebu na ma papa eti gum de wode number 3 no ana chese wode ekosra urade e was Psalm 35 sesa nyankopon eye akansi a yekosie December 7 no onyame wa ankasa ye bibia famame na the CPP the number 4 and whatever. The CPP number 4 now what they no. CPP there was see at 4 years amani hunu between 2012 and 2016. Hey, 4 years amani hunu and between 2013 and 2017. 4 years amani hunu and was say 4 years yeah be so amani hunu from 2017 at the day and it say 4 years. It amani hunu 4 years you know. CPP say what they will call heaven 4 years. What do you day? What do you call heaven 4 years? TPP ne aka ne sa. Na fe wase no. Kwasi kwati.
Over.
Won say a wodididie no. Won santia na yesen.
Over yenum.
Won santia no ayesen.
Over yenum.
Aha. Won sade yama wo.
Aha.
Won nankaburu na sifom no. Enti ayesen.
Over no yenum.
Enu yenum.
Aha.
Enya wo nan na ade kwa na ade ba.
Over no a.
Majority way say the nan ni ho no ma wo fa hene.
Over so your campaign ma ho.
So no. Eti enum no. Ene ye de ye bibia. Onsa no nan ene nyame de ma wo say ba bebo bra wa asase so. Anye no. Afifiri ahifo na to aso.
Over ma we hwele se de ma.
Ahwele se ma na we dey say ampa wo so aka asemu 1 to 5 na chire no ese mayira ebi ho so obanya dwakon do na to ayeso ana aje se wono no on say one district mampontene kwabere no ma wanfo no adwuretia ani mpobi omunyina baako so ahono anti bobo mame ehimfo na to aso Kofi Apalo e number 11 Henry Latte number 6 your friend say obeye pinson ono number 6 na wan susu biem Hassan Ayariga wakobo wano so ho also so yes number 7 and Percival Kofi Apalo number 8 and je be chire mo san David Apesera also so number 9 so
won so say anyam ne yawo
yanyem ene yawo
so oba fanyi efura edi aboso me nkoro omo na ebe wo Ghana na
omo na ebe wo Ghana
omo
Bridget akosua jokonuku gbogbojokonuku so no your friend fire ni nua be ma ne friend fire ati ni nua be ma fire no adi na de ato no em say na ne secret so jani jokonuku yes kura be ni no be bia akosua ne se anwonafo ka akosua ne ka ne sen anwonani bi ode ba baba bi anwonafo om ka akosua sen aku na fi akosua firi hifa Bridget asapade wodi biabo Oba pagine so no de 31st for bare no de afiaso no number 11 nana adu oba pagine adu akwan adu agema Rollins and abotre afiaso number 11
Of all contest.
Ai na kotoko player kwa no boy 11 no. Ebo mensa na say George Atta na say man na boy 11. Dabagu ya bua. Kotoko perfect 11 bepa. And Kofi Abre no boy 11 and 10. Kofi Abre no one say kotoko ball match bia omo goals 5 bi PM Kumasi Sports Stadium. O2 corner 5 share corner 5 ni nyina no. And Kofi Abre na I say no a boy 11 and aso but na Kofi Opoku nti boy 10. And Kofi Abre boy 11.
Of us how much is here heavy.
No susa. Oh. And na Francis Kumi so no boy 10. Na Francis Kumi boy 10. So ahuno. And Asasi J boy 8. And then Papa Kumbo 6. Now 11 on my 11 now akwabi no boy 11 and 11 ne kapa. Oh already.
So you crossing pa.
And na crossing na papa. Obetwe akotire ho. Odu kotire ho no santin sa akware na we mpenasem kura eye kwame no damten. Esi odamten. Oh and what indeed.
Ofa there be.
Aha. So esi odamten no bo house of folk no bo 3. Now we ye no gigye sa no a na wode wakotire no ha honom. Na bo nse egbe ye osu honom no. Kelawo ne so
that's a cross number
just that is a wo kwa cross no and no but 3 and just no obedjew na wadwunu ye se wode kɔ aye corner post no na wakɔ cross afri honom enti ono wagegye wa na ka se kwan da ho wagegye wa enti ono gigye ko tsatiri honom no a na nkrafo mrante na hyase kelawo udo ni mse je se wo kwa cross we so
no from
has your damn thing one the baby head the ball be share Kumasi Sports Stadium or be share go bi ma kotokofo afede de fufu agu fo man krofo akrante ni nyina se erunti asema da ho nyina ne se empanifo atena se Godwin Bobobi of the NDC watena se Kwasi Kwatin of the MPP watena se Ben Insia of the CPP also atena se ubetimi a WhatsApp here on 05060000909 05060000909 na yehunu baby a yede fufu ebekọ akobo African cream akra yedamase oba pasadin yedamase oba papa makra yedamase o na honchon capsules so yedamase X and Y granules yedamase na fiaseda ekọ ede ema king tablet na fiaseda ko ma araba bazin almighty Mr. Kale ono so aseda ekọ ede ema no wasi ya matrase
Ofa ejoso
Benji ususu ya matrase
yeah ja
Godwin ya matrase
yeah ja
eni yakoyi Benjamin Insia CPP yakoyi number 4.
Okay,
what do you make of it?
That's it. I think that I'm for konya enchia nyame kolisa mnamutia ni ona wotien awie nyina what CPP makes of it any how I be market ama wana obeto aba no ahu say CPP da number 4 otoso 9 ntie wo so omohwe na omotuma CPP na oto ama CPP a say ne flag bearer kan lawyer but green should say oto edi akọ heaven because yahu challenges I face in the past 27 years I started this particular democracy nti ye afutuo ene yebeto wona okoto aba no yebe educate on sensitize on create awareness ama wan say 4 ena CPP eda oda number 9 so okoto na wato ama CPP na oto ama ho na oto edi akọ heaven I think of late since Ballot by mate binom numerology say oda higher no chere say obewe ni say oda second rescue oda first no chere say oda so an say o we ni I don't think Sebi there's kind of truth in what various political parties are saying about this because the mimiji to muni say o policies any the obeka kire Ghana for no ene wo so mutie na enye dia oda ne die eye say o educate Ghanaian say ana one person otuma no say ha na odanti no hwe na ontuma ho I think also from observation the marketing view point of view no me say who ni say one oda kane no sometimes sight in terms of obi so na ni be boss ntem atoama no is quite better than obi a oda mfimfin oba bi a emu eche because 12 numbers ne dosun so obi hwe the end that 2 na say the end as no betima choose ntem ba say mfimfin no be kan no eno ebema ontumi entwusu the opeso otwusu no kane in any way what CPP is saying the entire CPP ka say for no e wo say otoma CPP na woto akọ heaven no these reasons offer wa unim menim say watch your politics me na what the politics so achi yesterday politics yi since 93 offer ye how edoso one enyem na make Ghana Statistical Service ka kire yi nyina say yeti Ghana ha only 25% no access to potable water nsu a ye nyina benya bianom no only 25%. Now you best start democracy since 1993 25% pay no access to water ne de e was so too much CPP now call heaven because CPP ba you be make sure say 25 no be cost ro at least anya 100 kra na e betima nya be 75% access to potable water nsu kan a obi also no bi. That is one. Two, offer since I started democracy your friend institution be a friend Transparency International fibia no or the corruption statistics ba kire wona we corrupt in onye corrupt since you started 93 democracy fourth republic highest aban bia timanyan 48 na yet na kufa do tisu ni highest 41 wanya in terms of corruption kire so oye corrupt and corruption so ye nim nsunso a wo de mamai ndi se wo to ma CPP a order for no a wo to se wo twa corruption mu because ye twa mu a ebeboa won nti one we are giving access to water and we are eliminating corruption because it's not part of us. Now yanko 3 offer say yet Ghana Statistical Service wa biom aka kire en say Ghana ha no nearly half 45.6 are poor. Omo Statistical Service ebo no multidimensionally poor no kire say kwan bi so no uti hiamu adenti na ye be koso ato abama two parties mienu since 1993 in this fourth republic still almost half of us are poor. In this wo to ma CPP original for no na wo to say wo twu hu afiri hianu mu multidimensional poor no wo twu hu afiri mu e de asiye e na ye ka na say oko heaven so ye ma Ghana for do almost half no enkwa hu hiam biom and this hu hiam no is caused by corruption and ediba nti ye yi wafiri ho offer yi sa multidimensionally poor no so amini offer nyuma yade ha ye mabu pa Ghana ha nyuma bebre mbamu no eni nyuma ye nyuma kakra na omo ye no kwasi bronyi frɛ be decent jobs defined by World Trade Organization and International Labour Organization ILO define what a decent job is but do be so won say wona woti ye wie yesterday fourth republic are many of us in decent jobs. The answer is no. Do na ni adwuma pa o adwuma pa kra ya ni sika no esua e na CPP ka che say number 4 no so tuma CPP a number 4 no you be more adwuma pa what we call decent job. Decent job means job security is assured, you have proper housing of all the minimum say wanyi kakra and then so wona wotie do na nyi kakra omhu de osagefo ye wo ya ban adwuma kra na ya ma proper housing na wotim ne aban teacher ni one na how dan yetua bosumi atua wa 1500 ebi na wo de han dan ema housing system no asay yese o to ma CPP number 4 na the o to ema ho because CPP ba aban eduma ye ni bia na be private worker bia no is either we give subsidies to private entities ombe provide decent and accommodation ediamom workers so ya aban eduma ye ni so it is the responsibility of the state to accommodate you because they accommodate you ema we productive to national development. CPP say otoma number 4 now. That is what you're going. The heaven is that package you are going to give you. Offer yes, I timamuha. Yes, your fango. Oil. Basa offer minu kasei. Yeah, that's so cra oil. Oil I to be my muha no. Yeah, that's so cra oil no finished product from outside Ghana. Enediba my muha. CPP see dabi. Yeah, na yesi to. And we know the importance of toll. Inti say yebe maka obi a oyusu car. Obenya fango ane boy fono. We have to retool toll for toll to work. Yen tiasiem yen tu oil or maimuha. Na still yen crack oil finished product from outside the country. That is what CPP is going to look at. In this CPP retool toll ema to ye juma ye political interference from toll. Sen ye establish no na ye be refine ye oil no crude no ye refine ni maimuha ama oil ayefo dover for any beji obia any beji. That is what CPP is looking at. Promoting of indigenous industries. That's what CPP is looking at. Offer ye no free wa. So me kan nyina no say fango no boy fo. Ne amino ka say ye nua no mienu de to atu fango so a almost offer diesel. diesel almost 2 cedis and yet wider diesel so no me bana ebinum 24.77 ebinum 24.3 that's 4 cedis 30 pesos say yi to no kwan free so a anka fango nega na hanom no e wo so fango cost ye 2 cedis per liter but na me no ka say ye ton fango 4.7 e ma lorry fair boy fo edin rather ne boy edin e na CPP ka say no so otuma CPP a order 4 no a heavy ni bi say ye be make sure say ye be refine ye fango no ha ye be nanimu ama ya refine ye de JMPC products ogini nyina ye fanko ama no nkoton ye refine aton ama ye local economy ye ton a ne bo be fo driver fo nyina ho be hinkan yo mo obi a all use trotro bia no so no obetua abofo e de fam that is another thing ye no free offer ye sa catch you say mamu ha offer say ye nyina ti ha yi ye nim say o minerals bauxite gold manganese bibia timber lumbre ye we nyina but bisa won say de na enya free at a point in time in our history anka omai agudie ni nyina ye nyina ye dia but ne party mienu aton omai agudie no ama abrofo ne ehweso 90% of our national resources omo concessional deeds no either Anglo Gold either gold fields either any of the mining sectors no 90% belongs to expatriate business and only 10% belong to nti ubeko babi yetu fam yetu minerals no omo ho kire omo kota kokore omo ni kwan pa ko obuase kohwe obuase should be in the ranks of Johannesburg or Durban but kohwe obuase kwan a enye because ya ton ya japade no ma ya japade de bo aman no ya ton ama abrofo e na ye ka kire say ye flag bearer ka kire say so otuma number 4 no a we renegotiate those deals ye be sesa ni nyina mu ama Ghana for am benefiting more from these deals ayekan that is one good thing na ebetuma bo am obuase abaye to say Johannesburg. That is why we are saying ebe ma takwa ne kwan nyina ye fe ebe ma krobia ye tu minerals so no e ho be ye. That is what CPP government is saying. Offer ye ni enu sufri wa one thing good a key in the development of this country is good governance. Offer say ye ti hai ye nuanom na omo free su yi ye nuanom omo ti su yi at a point in time no more 84 ministers ye nyina ka so 84 nye obi aka bi ye ko election 2016 ena ebinum ante access momfama ye nuanom omo ti su yi omo anto ama CPP ena omo tuma ye nuanom omo ti su yi ye nuanom omo ti su yi ba ye no omo di nipa 125 ena be ye ministers. The last time I checked in 2017 not 2017 no you spending 20 million on ministers of asa 20 million ni ebetimi aye circle ebetima abua hiafo bi mu aye nkrofo frɛ hiamu but we spend 20 million on ministers and 125 ministers no ye kase memo ebinum kura minim ebinum din because we don't actually see their productivity in the development of this country and ye ka kire on say utuma CPP a ye be cutting the number of ministers akati sikana ye spending on these ministers to the minimum level. The first government osajefo da no na the ministers ye 12 for no ka ho 13 there na kire say nanu yentimi use almost even maybe maximum 40 ministers and CPP catch us say ye bad the executive will sponsor a bill in parliament ye be cutting the number of ministers so that ye waste national resources on ministers na ye waste every year 20 million 4 years ye waste 80 million on ministers ministers no of amenu tie bi ebinu kura ho onimomudin CPP say to amaya so that ye be cutting ministers na mo ye be cutting dodo na mo use V8 ye be cutting dodo na omu fridge mo be kona ansa bi kura bia na enhia but they are stocking in their fridge and we are spending CPP say to amaya ye cutting na e heavy the more because as can ye convert as can e dia boa wow ama wa ye offer another thing America kan nyuma asem ba meka ne ye minim say wo de uhu nkroma kakra eni se ne na nkroma peso o chichire ye man nkroma hu se no eni kwan se ye fa bi ejabi nti obo ne hu modern se nyuma ne de o spread ye zuarungu na o meat factory o uba wanchi a tomato factory apart from these areas no tema enclave no na o factories apart from tema western region factories oba bia ofa bisa ho ne se okotamale tamale ye nuanom dodo na free ho eba the memfa the northern region ye nuanom dodo na free ho eba south ebe kaya ye eni nyuma bia sabi eni kwan se nipa ye bisa ho say how many quality proper factories are there? How many factories are in these areas? In a CPP catch say no. Yeah, no industrialization. Dia yakuma so. Sa otuma CPP na. The factories will spread everywhere because area bia one potential. Mekai say mimi so somewhere in the 90s. Not to mu omodo cotton pa. Because our textile companies were working.
Cotton Development Authority. Cotton Development
Board. Because our textile companies were working. Nebi sounds the textile companies were working. Yet that's so crap to my free China. Create nyuma ema Chinese, but ye mabu mo omunya juma. Utuma CPP. The heaven is that you be creating nyuma because ye be paying. And a nyuma be ohokra now. We just have to revive them. Bonsa Ties Factory. Say the government is committed. Say ye car say one maimuha. You should ties her. I was say revive the factory because at least no ye import ties in maha. Ties ni be cheap. That is what CPP is saying. Offer if you are another thing that either CPP akuma so ke say the entire see obia ankohwe for no and for no basically it means that the next 4 years are for CPP. The next 4 years CPP they are heaven no to am because on our heaven no. The years an catch obia ni offer quality education. Obia ka say free SHS amoa men na oboa. Aboa ye bedo mampani asese odi free SHS aba. Wayi mofra bebre anka bia skantino muntimi nko school no. Wayi o mafrim. But one thing this government is not taking side of and all any ye quality education. Offer enye me na make kan oko World Bank report 2019 on something called Human Capital Index. On the Human Capital Index, and World Bank catch and say your quality of education I think is 46%. Enye me na make kan. And no children say your quality of education I say, and that is what every government because the quality of education is good it brings productivity into the country. Ne ye mabu bebre awie school omuntimi nya adwuma because oko industry they say oh they don't have employable skills. They don't have employable skills because we don't link our education to the market and at the job centers. Yen linking is of our kaya and chroma time IACPP time no. Yetimi sponsor obi say Russia kosua de oba we do what we call debriefing. Wa ba no ye bi say odi na okosua ye. De na obe yetimi de aboa ye man. Ne amenu ka say ye nuanu bebre they sponsor their friends and families, cronies outside. Ombakra don't do proper debriefing. Quality education is something that is key to the development of this country. And as CPP because oh trauma ya. Researchers ni yeba be shemu kina asa provide quality ubani wi obenya adwuma. That is assurance from CPP. Into utuma ya trauma ho akọ heaven because the next 4 years nyame edi achayen odi lawyer evergreen street akoto for no e kiro say 4 years ni e dia be ka yen ho na also enjoy heaven ni bi e na yesre Ghana for because Ghana no se ni anka ye start Ghana no enye enu nie enye enu ne se obefa circular nsuo edi ebinum ekọ enye enu ne se na no metie ofa menka abusua yawo pon menkote esi nsuo ayiri ama abofra anka dacho betima president no nsuo de ne kọ because we have failed to plan as a country. One thing that CPP akoma so is planning. Okay, CPP book BMA from the 50s to the 60s, even Dr. Hilary Man Krabaye in the 70s. CPP a champion planning. Of a bisaho, what good plan as a country do we have?
Right. Would be sure for the time being. The best sign about so. Ora Benjamin Insia of the Convention People's Party. And said what a ninka te ode ensusuade ede aba right anti sabre we say yankwe na yene Ora Godwin Bobobi of the NDC yanko say the second coming of John Dramani Mahama ade ana NDC form omu susu say ofirimu ede ebagana for Godwin
of ADAKABRI maminchia una minchia minion ma minomo Ekankan Minia Benjamin, I mean the CPP, right? Particularly so say Miami brother and the prince of running mate. Do you have in job? Or
a president a lecturer no Bobobi Bobobi
and you Buffy about the breathy
and my main channel na mincha yet for na mincha President John Dramani Mahama yaka say or Lubo oni sebi Ghana for di nkitam na minchia ye party mpanyin for from chairman to general secretary communication officer lawyers and everybody because I feel we campaign I said the level it's so high, the energy level, the commitment on the part of everybody it's very very high. And so 2016 campaign there but yanya campaign see a few way campaign the answer yes ronko na yen se nyankopon be shra yadwuma 15 no so ediamayen. Over going into this 2020 election, I did back on this year can say it is a rescue mission. Rescue mission, as I say, a bind we led by President Nana Adudankwa Akufo-Addo. I say Omaino. And as President Mahama said, say Otumrika, and as President Rollins said Tumrika Edima, President Kufo. President Kufo Tumrika Edi Baton no President Mills. President Mills Tumrika Edima no John Dramani Mahama. Okobia Kodu 2016 Odima President Akufo-Addo. He said so be name not or connect. And the President Mahama the second coming a rescue mission. And the rescue mission I can say about the G or mine free and we mu. About the G or mine free or say yen as if woman. And no and Jewish for every question in John chapter 2 verse 20. The same question on beside Jesus Christ. So for the 6 years, and I say sorry then. Also be Juregu. Then 3 super san apeja. Sa question no ye bisa. Sa question no Ghana for no be ebisa endi. See say it is possible. You see it is possible. And chenye nwa say enra ya pick the second spot. Because it is President Mahama the second coming. The second coming they say binye say oba keke. But oba say ejume deeper na eda na nisu na oye friend say oye say enyuma na ohwe se ebeba Ghana na emepunu dodo na enye jumapa eye no aba beto aso se obeba na the basic economic infrastructure they say akwan they say harbor they say hospitals they say airports they say bridges they say interchanges they say electricity infrastructure say electricity producing plants okay etc say all this around be there ebeba bio na Ghana for enya so emphasis and then na President Mahama the number 2 say yakako piki yes of course maka say it signifies the second coming but you see it goes beyond that na utie die
intima yenhwe the second coming no enyumu a yebo ede represent NDC ewo your program isu no yentie enoma na ewo mu no se wobetimi a validate se sa normal no ewo ho na the second coming eba na aba beto aso ana majali adaruma enti John 3:16 yentie die ewo mu na omfanto aso emfa enkanasem na ehunye yade eyemo enti John 3:16 no yentie die ewo mu na fa yentie onapo no soso die ewo mu.
Changing lives, transforming Ghana.
Ose eye onyame na de dwoma ama ba me yentie di oda onapo no soso no na enwuma ben na okan ya wo ye we dey chese onyame na de dwoma ama ba the second coming of Christ and the dwoma ama na the second coming of ai asam de bia si o ma we say mo na yentie enti no then the second coming no or be take away or be add it up or be level up. Yentie joma. Ma wa ye and they say wa kanina ewo enyumimu. Na say nyuma we enti toaso no eno number 2 ya mako ye search say en toaso adwuma na mo ba be.
We dey wa wo hia.
Just en toaso adwuma na mo ba be.
And you see it is clear. Say uko bebia every spheres of Ghana. Bebia obeko bia no there is something to show. Say President Mahama the first coming no de waye ni. Uko bebia ni nsanu enyuma ni. Uko University of Ghana Medical Center ni nsanu ejuma. Uko Rich Hospital ni nsanu ejuma. Uba second touching ni nsanu ejuma. Uko Pokwasi Awoshi Road ni nsanu ejuma. Bebia obeko bia John Dramani Mahama ni nsanu ejuma eda ho. And in the second coming, so be baby, you know, it is a must. Umpo, and also oba.
Mandatorily.
Yes. And now Bishop Duncan Williams, say in the second coming, no, I no be shit. He say, "Chen no ma a year Sintibia emano." It is a must oba. And anyone was say you call na mia mini apenyi. Honorable Peter Otukuno, Ekwako Peke, now Akako yi number 2. Number 2, I know so celebrating the victory sign. Ofa, Obia, se uwa kensiemu, na upa ye se obedim kunia, uye nsami enu se. Eye the victory sign. If indeed, President Akufo-Addo, the pictures been in nama onu cry, I the victory, I endorse John Dramani Mahama. Why endorse President Mahama? President Akufo-Addo. Oh, na wafa ungu ye. Wa yeni sa se. Jesu onwa onhwe se. Mrika. President Mahama 2 ye. Ni mpuntu odi ba omemu ha. Ahuto odi ba ye. Odi baton na mana onwa nse wadi ni hu yamono. Enti onse domama koyi 2 pe. Na Akufo-Addo peja ni sa se. Too sure. Wa endoso. Ni ministers no bi kojo ponkruma ya atade no matwa gusu round 2. We endorse John Dramani Mahama. And it's too sure no dear. President Mahama is second coming no. It is a must. Was say eba. And yanko ponso sun chadie. Wakoma the number 2 spot. Sebi se o chire obi President Mahama da or ballot paper no so a. Hey nyedin over. Sebi akra no da no fo anokra no. Osi on ka weka wanchu. Akra bia betimi akatu. Akwere bia betimi akatu. And ejume bia susu no, the second phase is the most critical. Ejume bia even project ye akwan say dan na yesio bibia ejuma we ra despite we be san so start here or ye phase 1, phase 2 no ye second phase no. Anu na ejuma na epic yankasa. Enti ejume bia second phase no. Ye mpunstu ejuma pa na eba. Na utie ye nuanom so si o ma fa 1 enukre bibia wo uhwia ye mitie ye ra Jom Bodu General Secretary for the NPP osio eba economy a ye number 1 enukre for the first time in 37 years Ghana economy no are constricted by 3.4%.
Constriction so the say nya depa
ebi see that. For the first time, secondary school for actual exams. No more kita blow. Ni abuba ni sikan se bebu invigilators. And they are buying way. For the first time, number 1. The whole world been see that. Say 125 ministers. Oman penye baku na show so. Been see that. Guinness Book of Record. Akufo-Addo or simu say pine. You see that for the first time, unya individual, I capture no on tape. What capture we say the man penny, actually bottom. This is President Akufo-Addo. Number 1, about corruption. Many are been not here. I see corruption. No cre. President Akufo-Addo. Onunkwana obaye the baton na share in terms of corruption. You are ready for the 3. Now I perform the 40. Number 1, onunkwan sector by sector, the beer di beshe ni sembia. Udi ekone ko hwe, onwo di ECOWAS chairman na asifo udi ekone ko cheke. O man panyi bia ni aye di amano na ni neighbor, na ni so gunjem. number 1 sector by sector enti omo number 1 no mo afa no na ofa be bia ni a de wo ko be na wo pa de ye wo ko dwom wo be hu first one say we ignore na call the second point enti omo first phase no 1 term president President Akufo-Addo also buy an so we dey be 1 term president because Uncle Be the best president we would ever had because of enumudwa na na ekro no me 1 day 140 one way all ka we nya na President John Dramani Mahama na wa ye 50 factories baku 50 na so na fa signboard entare ho na embe gina friends Nit FM embo hu da ro because enim say eye oman no asede eye oman panyin no asede say oye na adwuma eba now so yenya a populist president a populist party sabi onkoto bidie kra na ye the MPP colors e the abam and number 1 for the first time we share the partisanship president 1 term
I know because I was no.
Now, is he?
Was he? Are you?
Enika. Offensive be Enika.
Obi ani bri exam na Enika.
Over. Omaka say President Akufo-Addo be president that. But enye policy hine.
God ngusu to
into aso. Enti the America no.
And to aso adwuma na na ho ya.
Into aso no by see. It goes beyond the number yakako pick. It is about the People's Manifesto. Eno ene ye marketing eno ena ye ton ama na Ghana for ati asese the People's Manifesto a Ghana for G2 ama ne ubisa MPP for manifesto mini akwesiti he ubisa ni manifesto hunsema akukure ni tru ansure obebojo mahama ansure obebojo mahama o mankasa manifesto muni enti Ghana manifesto ye G2 mu no ena ye chire mu che Ghana for say open national apprenticeship programmer for 2 number 2. Right. Oh, ballot paper no so.
Gina ho kakra no na yansanko ensan emra. Godwin Bobobi
Mami Lande
of the NDC Landie.
Open national apprenticeship that number 2 ho. Free primary health care. Just bibi undodo kakra na obetimi akọ any district hospital, chiefs compound, polyclinic, health center. With any card, voter ID, national ID, birth certificate, bibi a just so you get any piano. You show free and you kubo. Push pesadi na ko number 2 na ko vote. So we are students. Our baba call you are university. This academic year 2020-2021 no. U pesa u school fees ye chemu pe. President mama say u be fa fami su me fa fa. And the number 2 on the ballot friends paper. So we are Ghana Jumayani. We are Juma in the health sector. I am Miss Afibian, ye farmers day bon basso. Afibia ye teachers day bon basso. Now health workers day bon basso da. President mama sister who per say National Health Workers Day. Ne bon basso at the number 2. Cover 2. Now sa normal way ni pa. Friends People's Manifesto. Now sa eka na the only number 2 on the ballot paper.
Yo. Godwin Bobobi of the NDC and our tin in it, or tin and cat, said what the other. Just about 30 minutes past 2. Na ene ukwada. Aye. Quasi?
Over.
Ma yenti kwabra. Yenti kwabra. Yenti kwabra.
Suraba photo nyom de debida. Hallelujah wa surwa.
senti kwabena so na odi anum no oye number 1 o oye number 1 o na friends obi ko tena restaurant bi na wone na girl na omudidie na minim de asie na girl no de ni phone oye number 1 o na obona nkrofo bi so be di birthday mo ba no so te eche na
oh maybe obi awo
just say and I'm saying where then obi aba restaurant na no so restaurant so no a TV boho
when you baby almost had
na what the actual na oh yeah number 1 and be man on the question so afa phone na I say what the video wo ba no oh yeah number 1 na oh that and we must tell you I'm not some new
hi say
right
I could tell him you
kwasi
over
enti why number 1 and you could see saying
over mama manenko over minya kwenya say ya abribia no ya na meka say mikro masante achem de omi abrafo omutie no mo ehwenti no ya na me de ncha kese mo afi so no ya party ni mu no youth groups na ya na omo ba omo homoden pa no minya kwenya say ya na makai omo we asante achem no say ya loyal ladies omo ba omo homoden pa nti ncha kese komo omo zongo patrons omo so obo omo homoden pa ana enuanom diplomatic patrons so omo so adwuma omo yema party no ho hia di enya opportunity say ya na show omo nkran so omo mwa na one na eyiye no emrem na nyame enhyira so pepepe over 111 ni nyina said ye menua be maka yi numbers ni nyina and of course ya wonkofo bi abroni be from the numerologists omo de omo reading meaning into numbers but you mu free ho a ye in the political dispensation a yadwuma ye bia politics ye koba ye ton ya sempa yi de ya na abribia no say can numbers ni make interpretation from it usually for the marketing aspect of it in the way see bia me fa number 5 no chere say David yukoku e bia Goliath no fa e moba makoma konkon anum we so say John 3:16 enye no of mama wa dey so my congratulations
baby benya bia na dey ahyem kakra
what I say maybe yeso ya ba yeso ye dey no one chere say osoro ni nyina eboa but I think say the most important thing no the policies that you sell. Because sometimes the numbers don't mean save. So when you 1, so when you 2, when you 3, no mean save. Why you would you make here? Because this time around, baby, I make say when you 2 candidates and the leading candidates, Papa John Mahama ne, Omampeni President Akufo-Addo, and also many opportunity as ever too. But back to numbers, no one sem na ye kana. Osha, NDC we
Nana Buaje ewo Berlin. Na wono free aguguhwidiem. To say men chairman. Matutu modru dia
domefo ne agogofo ne sa asante achemfo ne de offer the way omusi follow program we no
ta amantena states no
amantena
states no say wo mo de edin frimpong manso no adishidin ema amantena fo ne nyina it is said edin frimpong manso ntina onya frimpong manso the first ewo achemda otoku nta omufra amantena states no na omo headed towards kutuku ntina wo frimpong manso nti say current achemda frimpong manso nso free hwidiem so nti amantena states ni frimpong manso nti no doubt say ADAKABRI Mamudu omudinachi
yes ADAKABRI say me de frimpong nti nyenchen kura me so mo fa no nyenchen kura na numbers asema ye kan so wo hwe baby a NDC former president John Mahama befa omani free ya ho ne edi be free now here most of the key sectors of the economy no as a member no na most of them are priority numbers na number 1 before obefa kunya no before obefa no na team push most of them to number 1 education say ya na ntimi achieve problem bia and education ntimi solve we bia but most of them na a key segment the key the economic segment na team push number 1 but in NDC before President Mahama be free office no yi ni nyina free number 1 e dia ba number 2 Mama be this economy as a mind economy because economy ni nko ya investor confidence kwa akofo me nyuma nkoso wo economic growth John Mahama be fa single digit any baby a wo de koto ya inflation bibi dey say inflation let us say asset John Mahama e free office no na inflation say no we are far from the single digit e dey akwa to double digits of 15.4%. Let us say we year free number 1 e dey akwa number 2. Again, Eteki Akufo-Addo no sa the bar single digit in 2019, which is 7.9. Enti abribia no say oman ye de ho to number 1 na NDC de ho abeto number 2 ana ye kan inflation ho asema ye kan ya e say the value of sika ukura no and they determine the value of because if I say ukura 10 cedis na inflation ye be 15.4% but 15.4% na the every 10 cedis in mansana when you the value of the real value of the sika ukura no and the omo be receive back some of the successes and they choco as a country. We have the financial sector. The financial sector was doing well until Omobaye. It was one of the best financial sectors and I enjoy in the sub-Saharan continent. But almost have a free one side go too. And the financial sector, when the Dr. Barimiano now predicted that the young here or minor your financial sector, be crisis we took drastic measures at me and financial sector and collapse. It was all because of almost a bonny there cause. We will be the energy. Dumso Obinka send Dumso. We had energy crisis. But so obi receive energy crisis from number 1 position to number 2 na NDC because where Jomama ba emumu oba ya electricity issues energy issues was worse and they also not number 1 obi you go number 2. I mean go bibi this education o here bibi this nursing training allowance and ewo ho na ka papa Jomama na yehwese ko betima bo ho bra no e also be free number 1 sa de ko number 2 o here bibi this nursing training allowance and also be free number 1 sa ko number 2. And now we have videos in the who says, and Saman and cry your movie school for the past 7 years. No, recruit to be other horse another number 1, side by number 2. And as a time, and not doom so cosunina, the most annoying part, and they say, was about total tariffs, energy tariffs, also we say if number 1, side by number 2. And at the back also, and they are botting a nipa or no so put the agriculture. Now, agriculture materials, that's a kind of idea, but no tax. In the the time, no, or the new taxes be as I beto or minus so. Mkaya yen munina I took President Akufo no say if number 2 is the number 1. We teachers are now actually be 2 to 3 years. Papa no entry omoka omo 3 months salary. As omo back pay na and also number 1 was say if number 1 the by number 2. But adeba ko a omo ka ho asema na minim se ko be yedin wo ho minya bo bi anya di wo ho corruption issue okai. Corruption so no yes as a country no have Akufo crack as a corruption a problem be with us from Adam's time. Tackle corruption say free ultimately. But what you can do is to do measures and other measures be mitigating and reducing it drastically. But mobile power no corruption fight and kasa near almost say free number 1 side number 2. BB is soul sourcing by one of the new trends when they were in power. Because public procurement act na 2 ways are ultimately one of them is soul sourcing. The other one too is competitive tendering. And I say will be a bidding, no be bidding process, no be a. But about 80% of NDC or more contracts or more was based on soul sourcing. And you will be this American power deal in say, so 10 turbines or more toy, more that now expect estimation. That expect the should cost the country around $220 million. But the move our price to around $360 million. Also almost had the free number 2 as the about. Then now contributing to the energy no problem no. Do here it took MPP President Akufo-Addo by no sabre negotiate American with Timmy save around $51 million. Again, President Akufo-Addo sayade was had the number 1 spot to 90 DA free hono. Where be this bus Brandona. It was sad say 116 metro mass buses, transit buses here go far by in say kebe adwuma na nka bo bia na de ahonharaba no. Branding keke papa need pictures title no already STF for hu say near painted dada ye spray car na ba na betim de adwuma no but na pese creative avenue say pese ye di wi ade enti no enya mampani dada na minister Jifa Active no mo branded buses no at a cost of 3.6 million Ghana cedis which is all 36 billion. Now 36 billion say ka say ye si boreholes e wo mekuro mo dome dwansa ene ade a aka ehunbo holes ebe de ebesi e ho so mo sa de ye call back to number 2 position ebe na corruption fight na ye de ye gu enim jida de ya na abribia me pese meka ho asem bebre eje say court edika decide ama opani abuga peli because adeba ko ya ho no say se wunya aban a ono create sika say obayen hye ye abo youth ho bra ama youth adwuma na sika ne hunu say at the end of the day no sika ne sa ko hye nipa bibotoma na je say ayara hosem ke bibiti say sada say no omampani dada John Mahama ufri north ndie nyɛ nim sɛ ka ofri ukrom de ke bia ka opportunity back ukromfo na abɛde obɛboa na wonya opportunity sɛ wo boa ukromfo with enwuma ne ade de oyɛ ne sɛ over 32 million Ghana cedis e gas ye de dua enua about 5 million trees no ehun sɛ a little over 700,000 trees no timi ye de edua ndi buza sɛ 4.3 million deficit of trees in the way e wo buza no mzo omu de bi ye confirm ne ade omu de about 15 million Ghana cedis which is about half of the money ye confirm and confirm say explanation nya so say confirm na yede etu nti say ka corruption a eni kwa say omo ka corruption yede ho asem kire president Akufo-Addo. And I think most sad one here when the president himself was even involved. Okay, Ford saga ya Kanazori issue ya Kanazori so ape contractor when you be to the for so on vaka meche president yi. Almost influence she but time Kanazori winning sa voter rating contract na ya abra the Ford car na yede akọ. Oh, indeed, a more rational and more logical for anybody to make a case is any car, so I can't influence, say, Papa John Mahama, and the man is our contract now, or the quay voter region, a corner with nine. Or you mean, I think is something that the court has ruled on. But we have to say Airbus, now the personality of President John Mahama himself was involved. That is something that is very sad, and some fraudulent payments in Bini. Because one more time, no corruption by order of the day, even including judges, it became normal for even judges to be corrupt. In NDC's time, no corruption by normal, it became normal for judges to even be corrupt. And we hear a nice video now. Who said that one more time? Because that corruption was order of the day, it was institutionalized under President John Mahama. In the normal, people like judges who are held into higher moral integrity and esteem, no, they even were patronizing it because it was normal for under John Mahama's administration. But you can't complain, because leadership is not necessary to complain. In the Obana corruption, no one it was as a banner to my head. It may keep promise about some of the loopholes so now there war a system corrupt. Who corrupt all of them? You started with legal regimes. OSHA Witness Protection Act now passed in 2018. There were OSHA BB is the RTI Act, Right to Information Act of RTI. Now, so person of fighting corruption, at the back when they say you have to open access to information. And in opening access to information, you don't only have to be transparent, but you don't only have to be accountable, but you also have to be transparent. And can know I know baby general minister, no I hire this guy, I hire this guy, but the main details of it now win. President Akufo-Addo by RTI Act, not that parliament for over 20 years. Then people abandoned this but it took the same man now what the commitment, the zeal, and the power to fight corruption and passing into act and as one of the main medium, the main vehicle they fight corruption. Again, we have BB say a friend say Office of the Special Prosecutor Act. Almost yes, fairly, but my response has always been say, granted, say yes, failing the attempt, the commitment, and the intention or the motive to even set up such an office is symbolic. So what be so the papa. Mobile like I'm certain the feeling a being yes, and call him as my. But Obama you only sit there and complain. The corruption. President John Mahama is a symbolic. His personality is a sign of corruption. Now it took President Akufo-Addo to come and corrupt some of his mess. I mean, now another aspect of corruption. I said, oh, you're president now, bezo solve corruption. Now as a man, bezo solve corruption. Usually, you don't tackle it from the upper scale, but you strengthen institutions. Because institutions don't fight corruption. I was strengthen one bit my fight corruption here. Within from 2016, compared to 2016 budget in 2017, now you had the almost 177% increment in budget allocation to the Auditor General's office. And there's a whole corruption as some now say obi ono wetin push sika over 177 increase in percentage increase in Papa Domelevo budget to fight corruption. I can't say no more me corruptor. As some okay they made the mess. But my main call back to your normal your buy back as a government because yeah, but they are promising on certain policies and ideas. Yeah, but as one district, one factory, as one village, one dam, yes, free SHS. In the idea, Timmy home a baby kakra. But my main starting free quickly education. Education, training allowance, and no one idea the Macasam who has say it's something that you restore. But you had a former president again. He make one of the derogatory comments or say about costing the presidency go and restore training allowance. At some point, na come in ya drink across okay, can first count on the final the but at about come in na drink say me go school with me first degree e was UDS. At about come notice say enkura no mo say nursing training no. Sa sika na allowance na etwa mo no mo sa de hwe mo nuanom no mabusuafo no me dey e wo fie and the who cancel sa nursing training allowance na teacher training allowance no na ka ho asem na say even if it will cost your presidency won't restore let us say you are not denying only the nursing or the training student his daily bed but omo hye na se ohwe omo nyina no you are denying them their daily bed but it took President Akufo-Addo again to come and restore it. Free SHS, we had former President Mahama or running over 30 separate adverts no kwa anya me hinya me ya say Okofo Sofia in London no Mr. Ebu plane ticket in Nigeria mo ebe high hotel e Ghana ha mo dem e USA plane ticket e mo per diem sa call back na any celebrities we Ghana committee my ass advert no all in an attempt to ridicule the free SHS policy. But again, President Akufo-Addo came and told the Ghanaians, say, obeye, and indeed, what a free SHS. Now, as I speak with you, enrollment has increased from 800,000 to 1.2 million. Debia Yumbuza say, enipa 400,000, 400,000, wabeka, hono komuti fi akade na kombe. Ana ho aba na nkentere fi. Kenyina kenim de betima to as o mine. Enti this was what we've also done within education. So 3 months a year no mutuama teachers are no omoye ejuma for over 3 years ni adono. We came and we have paid all of it. And utility bills omo time no me use that president. Me champion several demonstrations say utility bills omo ka see entwa. It took President Akufo-Addo again to come and cancel or abolish such policy. In the year NDC doesn't have such credibility to make comments and say, "Omukwa person back again." They lack the policy credibility. They lack credibility, and Jomama personally lacks credibility. The double standard, not just say, "Papa ni obi obeti mai de ebu mai." Mama fa nko bibi say health. Makase ya restore training allowance no. Nurses are not mutifie backlog. No mutifie na ya mo mu nyina adwuma ye. O hwe bibi say medical friends specialists we medicine and no we medicine as a person to us free no so Nana Akufo-Addo nhye no dey dey aba just say we hear a normal health infrastructure development hospitals ayesie and ade I'm sure say we hear bibi say zip line policy here di buy here and no bit do me be o problem moja dia we just fly a drone na a friend say yakoma no a friend say a drone na say moja o here no and we hear all this na President Akufo-Addo here within such a short space of 4 years this is papa no why dey why be I mean go be say youth policies papa na say here Papa Akufo-Addo we see at least 10 youth resource centers of course nyina we we bia but some are ongoing at different phases enti nyina ye a normal person wey dey there eboa Ghana for we be to say nep say 19,000 annually young entrepreneurs na afibia we dey o train omo o train 4,350 persons no sa o train we no sa mo bia a space of between 10,000 to 50,000 Ghana cedis fire there for set it up under JM no na only 1,060 were trained. But compared to 19,000, JM a bar office no. What now so say? Ultimate training only 1,000 youth, 1,060. But Akufo-Addo within a space of 4 years, training over 19,000. And do a percentage increase say. But me found be say jobs to say. President Akufo-Addo bar office no. Jobs were creating over 2 million jobs. Public sector no creating over 778,000 jobs. Oko former private sector no so one were creating 267,000 jobs. Job creation programs, be to say, government job creation programs, they are planting for food and jobs. NAPCO, NIA, no one nepon kwan. Are creating over 1 million jobs. And they say, oh, over. Say, my mama statistics. And I don't know, Papa, and the dimet in the BBC anyway. And the mama started say, public sector.
Musa say, Bobabi, what's what they are dancing about?
Over. The Minister for Labor and Employment. Or say the unemployment rate in Ghana, Nipa Enye Jumaye. 1.2 million people and they say also created 2 million jobs they say Jumano a buso of an army wa
no but their car job you should look at it oh that me time you only ask a question me time
wow
over me time now busa say
me ba employment minister say omo on ye Jumaye o ma mu ha no omo ye 1.2 million what ya so I created 2 million jobs. There's a can say there were 800,000 friends vacancies. You pen for say uncle Libya and uncle is some number saying Jumano dia and they all more but a tier for enemy said you're working and then no crack offer.
Okay, Yaman conclude there.
First of all, minim baby employment minister Goga say there were 1.2 million jobs and akawo Ghana ha. Who a population of 30 million. Now active labor force no also at least you will have about half of the population who my ejuma on any that. Obi and who bit my say enyuma aka Ghana henya 1.2 million. Meaning maybe your cancer. But I think the most important thing is what you've created and what people have become beneficiary of it. Public sector, I say in all public sector, I say you created 778,000, a little over that jobs. About former private sector, so I created 267,939 jobs. Over government creation job programs, which is planting for food and jobs. Here, you created 762,300. NAPCO 100,000. NI inquire for any 35,380. NEP so for 92,000. And do can in is an accumulation of this amount. Sir, 2,055,010 jobs na me say ya creating. But the can see a team solve problem now. You can say oh mama for no see. So what can my interject? You can say a team solve problem now. Then there is no need of coming for more. but the essence say Ghana for the 2 minutes sir ye fa free baby ye fa free dumsom ye fa free and youth unemployment mu ye fa free training allowance and ya cancel ye fa free health insurance scheme and enya djuma but ni nyina no president buy no even though John Mama be receiving from back to 1 to number 2 no yes they are restore back to number 1 and yes say Ghana for no mo ye a sihine ne to ahene for no omo hwe ye omo so no masa so ansa omo san fa 2 minutes man na akufo no san to second term for more to do more
Yamre na in the second round Yamra metie die obia so no yamfie ni ntoso so be ye de amaye ne ugusu tenit 100.9 FM ni ankinka messages so with 0506000909
Oha Exi Ponkno Needs FM
Yamenwe Ejababoni di adwa ma wubi eti yamenu afa
Utie Oha Exi Ponkno Needs FM
Kachi efiura me ba wono yire ho enaso biem efia ambutie bosome me ma mutua rent sei efiura 40 Ghana cedis efia de kro mu batua 80 Ghana cedis sani mabusa bi efiura metia bitimi betete mompoma mu ho ehu de ekoso nyira na this way chocolate drink da abai semu ne mama etwa no mu ani da ban na wo kra obetitu wotumi akasa bi efiura fa wo so hyebra eme ye ntwa bi kwa ma no mu da
eje fiura sa de wo duobo efiura fa de wo tu yani efiura fa de wo tete ya this way chocolate drink fufu yin so a egudwomi ye tenants fo ne esa akoto betwa team no madan
efiura wo tu ani ya braw adan na this way chocolate drink no sugar enum dada sugar wom ene no aso anya wo so hye
ane de wo hia ani so hye
na anopa bia me hye so hyegu kapom de befa manim ho ehwe se bia mo ba fra me ate this way sachet ba kompo egu mo atwa tia mama no no mo ebida
efiura sa de ye nye this way chocolate drink egusu supermarket o kan si dom filling stations any shops any o mo tonto onyema te egusi any so ye nsa nkoto emetwa team awonum
efiura beni fufu valanda so a wudi buwe ye say ya umuna wudi kutukum ye koto this way chocolate drink so a efiura ye nye odebio sir we shall see
achi yan yabre
ye beko
FDA ahwehwe se adwade nkratoe mu agye atum se eye
Yamenwe Ejababoni di adwa ma wubi eti yamenu afa hin na mahwie fufuo ti ase dadada menya wofo yi papa so be fie ne anwie fufuo ya asam aba na so oben wadi fufuo edi mpreni ne mpresa da kro be ye de ne ahwie fufuo a akode wo nwane
adwa mo adwuma se me ne fie adwuma de mini fufuo kakra ba o medie no ene wato metwa ma da pasa aso wo kan na matene nyira
wati ate na make am mebo a
ebo de odi komum de se sia de obra to atwa fufuo ai wo wodwo mo pam na wo ma asiu na wutimu aba na wo sadade na wo temfra kwada ne nyina to atwa make say ya need food sadaroma wo bia mani ye pa ya wa ya mbode fufuo ne makani fufuo a wa ne powder wo de gu da kama ya yefra no need fufuo a
enya no bi na masori ba ntilizi kama me di ye yo
se bia
ma me hwe bia need fufuo eye kama say bode fufuo ne manke fufuo papa bi na wo ka say twan eposim na ede na me se wo ka so ancho simanu mpɛ no wa wie wo hie wo kwa papa bi aguso
be chese de ama mani kura agye sa need fufuo a ho ma me ko to bi kura ba ne se se de Ghana for sipom fufuo no eno an wo ye nu enti se wo hwa fufuo won pam wo dom ne we nu a wo ho susuna bia wom wo nso de bode ne manke ne fufuo papa bi
eje nie eni afi na fufuo na afi na wo bedi pa ne se de wo bedi ne se ne wo fa mojaduro ana pa wi ani anadwo a wo koda
need fufuo supermarket bia mu need fufuo e wo wo fi a eni gye nko a
FDA ahwehwe se adwade nkratoe mu agye atum se eye
Ghana ba Fourth Republic imono yato aba imprenson 7 times the etoson watwe ene ba beto no December 2020 when nyina mu no Ghana ene di nkunim afi nso despite media be no senior ye no abato afi biara
se abato afi dru so sei ya wani tia omanmu ni nyina ni da despite media so
afi ya bato no ebe ye repeat and answer revenge ana upset bebem December 7th ena ebe chire
eye decision time despite media group say a free sabre akopem si abato aba no akenkan na afi ya bobbo amiehu de odi nkunim wa abato nim no despite media group a ena sese wutie na wo hwe yen se eye TV ana eye radio kai se eye decision time
edie ehu na wo hwe ato aba afie eye manifesto ana campaign boshe
enunti na despite media aye ne say from now
till December. Despite media Emma Okwan amwahunu ne ekɔ nyinaa.
Yɛbɛboa mo ahu ne ekɔ nyinaa. Na wasi gyina bɛboa Ghana daakye. Mekyerɛ sɛ, what take decision? It's decision time.
Every Sabre ya kɔpem sɛ yɛbɛto aba na wie na yɛabobɔ no die. Montie na monhwɛ despite media channels. Every say, monim die betimi ayɛ.
NPPC, for more to do more. NDCC, change the change. CPPC, yes, some PPPC, a new hope for Ghana. LPGC, a unemployment benefit for all children under 18.
So what's Ghana Union Movement in Ka? Obeti gum na APC eno akwadonko. Ono so saying. Enye no. A decision time. Enti siwajimi pi.
Winim that I said despite media dear, ya come say, and ya say, ya can finchim na 275 constituencies nina. Despite media wa hodada. Enti uni how.
Despite media, Metro Peace FM, Hello FM, OK FM, Neat FM, UTV, and Peace FM Online. Yawo homa wo sadia ye ne dada no. Enunti tumuday na mafidie ne nkaheya.
Decision time on Despite Media. Yet dear na yeti.
Wenti any atunsa frel say Brabeka Despite Media platforms are hudoni na. With our team of experienced journalists and reporters, you are assured of nothing but the best for election 2020. Yes, Shamobo said 275 constituencies, 33,000 polling stations. Nini nara yinitrium near the hunsem nara ebebremo. Election 2020. Despite Media say a decision time.
Utie oha ekchi ponkno. Needs FM.
Neat 100.9 FM suni. Na ene eye wukuada. Obubu obusome na yewomi. Ne de to so duonu baako. Afi MP no aduonu. Na abo se meet edu enson. Na abono miensa na Neat 100.9 FM mema ntijumadi na yede brem na mpanimfu a ahyiam ase Godwin Bobobi of the NDC Kwasi Kwaten of the MPP Benjamin Insien of the CPP. Now ya Ballot awie, what next? Your expectation anything? Kwasi Benjamin Insien mientie we
yɛbɛma Ghana fo ahu ne yɛde bɛbrɛ wɔn na yɛma wɔn hu sɛ ɔfa adakabere election we no credit ene ɛwɔ sɛ kama Ghana fo tie. I think the most important things are ɛwɔ candidacy nyinaa ho yɛ credibility, because candidacy bi ɛnyɛ credible. The nti America saa ne sɛ wotie menua a ɔteme nifa so yi na sɛ ɔka deɛ fa menua a ɔteme banku so ya ne nyinaa ɛnyɛ asempa. Well, NDC form you corrupt. NDC no beka say, oh MPP must be corrupt. But they want it, and I want anti, and this CPP is corrupt. And not true. CPP, ye sue any buyer any corruption. Because what you mean you be oh MPP corrupt, or MPP NDC corrupt. Is CPP corrupt? No, because munti mean for being for yen. And the credible nature of lawyer Ivo Greenstreet and the CPP party. Enti yenhwe the entia ye ka say the most important thing in believing in our manifesto any message now offer make can say the credibility of the candidate is very, very important. Yenua minua ti hay o kan sem bebre say o ma create jobs yeah mini bia ne stars no from their manifesto, but question na me bisa me say me dokua dada e na oba betro me din say kua ni me pese me tro din na me subsidize fertilizer no kra nye free o me subsidize amount and other seedlings the amount. Na me subsidize ma wi a masa akotena ba bia kase mamu adwuma. Already I was a farmer. And that's the shock there. Me nuanom e ka no. That's one credibility issues they have to correct. Otiaso Oma created 2 million jobs and he was happy. Say Oma created 700,000 public sector and 700,000 plus, right? 780 something thousand plus in the public sector and 200 something thousand in the private sector, which is formal. Offer in public sector apart from NAPCO nim de no mechanic say cushion mechanism dia they support to one year adwuma. So sometimes we pay them allowance. We don't pay into on if I say normal salary, decent salary. We don't give them decent salary. We just give them allowance. Offer So also create 780 something thousand jobs at the formal sector, which is public sector. The name said those people must pay Senate. You must pay Senate for them. Unless or catch and say government is not paying Senate for those people. Go check the number on the Senate membership. Senate membership is 1.6 million. So what created what created this number of jobs? You are saying you have created 2 million whatever jobs, and the Senate membership is 1 something million. They all catch him and say this president is not paying as an employer, is not paying the Senate contribution of this particular
with an illegality.
With an illegality. That's and our internet the credibility of the candidates. That is one. Sometimes I laugh and people when he starts saying yeah say Madika ka say praise HS there me bomb basu because any CPP any Nkrumah we believe in those things. Nkrumah time crano not tertiary a free. But let's look at the quality. That's the most important thing. Quality. Bad. Very very bad. Inti omo but the credibility, the one issue is that Nana Akufo-Addo has no credibility in terms of handling the quality aspect of education. Nipo betimi handle the CPP and lawyer Ivor Greenstreet. That's what we are looking at. Offer ye no free wa. Yes say one district one factory. Offer ye nyina ye ko election we Mami Akua don ko ne mo party Ghana Freedom Party. Ye nuan NDC for, ye nuan MPP for, ye nuan CPP for. Any manifesto ayede bano is the contract between the party and the good people of Ghana. And the president being the principal agent and not principal witness. Odienim. So me party manifesto yedi by 4 years. Manifesto be anywhere extended 4 years. Because your term no 4 years then the amount. O kachira yen say 4 years, ube my 260 factories. 260 because we have 260 districts across this country. Or for the last time I checked, we provided only 76 factories. 76 factories out of 260, 29%. 29% in any exams is a fail. That's one credibility. Nana Akufo-Addo ni any kwese to man. Right? That's one credibility only. Of ayeti maimu hai. Muka semba 1 village 1 dime. And me I support it. It's entirely because ye nyina eko 2016 no. This is what we're telling Ghanaians you do. CPPC omeye se musumbeye and Ghana for okay. Yeji Omampanya Akufo-Addo disi obeye amaye. Nti yentu mano. We voted for Omampanya Akufo-Addo. Of asemi no kasai. Osfam research be in Upper East. On one village, one dam betima support to agriculture in Upper East. Osfam, peasant farmers, any Osfam, because the sponsorship was from Osfam. Offer the Omoka change and say 90% of one village, one dam farms now they support to agriculture. The purpose of which you establish those dams, no. Omoka change say they can't support agriculture. It's not my findings. And NCP findings. That's the credibility of NADO. Now, NADO has no credibility in terms of say over implementing the manifesto promises. In this say the eco election we mo the whole credibility obi ntimi nka asemfin fa ne ho lawyer Ivor Greenstreet and the CPP. There's no particular platform amako obi etimebo lawyer din say why say boni and the most important thing na eco election we mo ni say ma yentum obi a oye dede keke yentum obi a obeka say meye say na ontumi nye yentum obi a obetume aye na waye bi pen. One, CPP aye bi pen. Obi ane, and these days, mani aje say most parties want to associate with CPP. Obeti Nana Akufo-Addo to say Nkrumah. Yes, Nkrumah came out of CPP because the CPP principles and ideology still stands today. Obeti I see Sofubi, or say me pesa me yes say Nkrumah. Then me catch you and say, yes, Nkrumah came out of a party. CPP didn't buy. So pesa yet to say Nkrumah be joining CPP. And that is why we are saying say, so too much CPP in this 4 years heaven now because ye bida ye besan ye bio. Nti ofa. Apart from this ye body, there are numerous instances Nana Akufo-Addo say me nu ebo corruption di o blame the other government. But in say ye kasa ye bo Nana Akufo-Addo abai ni corruption abe twemu akwa ebinsi da. The lies of say yenya excavators aira. In this republic, excavators aira. The lies of say you say motorcycles. Aira. The lives of say bust led by Alfredo Bin. Alfredo Bin sat on 5 million barrels of otonye ne yancha Alfredo Bin is working free under this government. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter bringing a policy or initiative without funding the policy or telling the particular initiative. People shout of RTI. The last time I checked, of a journalist. Omoka say RTI was the implementation will start in January. I don't know whether any office has been established. That's the credibility of Nanado. Minim say RTI office, yeah, establish here. But last year, we passed the act, no, catch and say by 2020, RTI will work. Today, I don't know. Or minia kwasiti hey, se bi obechire me office back one. Minko. So RTI is not working. That is one. What establishes special prosecutor? Tell us which cases is he following? He only sits there and writes. Otro kwa. Try na otro.
Na tro de anya adwuma.
Ofa, try no kra otro enya tro ebe bua man.
Omo graphic nya tro no mo tro di.
Ofa, he is reviewing books. Books no review no enya the NTA de no kwatena prosecutor office.
Ghana Writers Association be free o.
Ofa, W Ofa.
I am a CPP manifesto committee. Ghana Writers Association president Nana Jampenti. One come on.
Oh, kaho. Menene ya WT.
Obi try.
Offer Dabi. Oh, nintro any review. Nintro any review of books. Books use ground. You who books no pass so the be mine. So be a books. Then a special prosecutor who the state pays. Say anka bi obechi ona wa bokro no both in their government and the previous government no or to ona review books. Book your tray enya me fe and I want to ye. Is that his work?
Book be no review.
Oh, yes, book be yes, will be Professor
Working with Rollins.
Working with Rollins. Or review more than 5 times.
He passes his comment. He passes a comment like any other person.
I critique.
No comment no pass
offer whether critique or whatever. The Ghana for share na nim say lawyer.
I'm actually microphone.
That's it. And the person here so critique book. One thing is that you can bring the office, you can put out the office, but if you don't fund it well, and even board of directors no, and our board of governors no, and directing office no onye na juma ya, that is what we are seeing. So Matiamidi is not working. That's the credibility issue. Nti o hwe election ye komu afiwe CPP komu ya lawyer Ivo dey no fine. Dey na lawyer Ivo e catch me can't bobi so.
What does he represent?
He represents sincerity. He represents truth, and he's committed to the development of this country.
Right. Benjamin Insia of the CPP and I otene no. Yakinka message kakra na fe no kwasi kwa temra of the MPP. I say good afternoon ADAKABRI. Tell those who are saying that you are campaigning for yourself that everyone chop for his website. It is one of the benefits. It is one of the benefits of being the host. They expect you to give them the platform to campaign. But you can't say anything about your party. And I'm going to say, my brother IQ, see you. MPP people were expecting number 4 on the ballot so that to suit their 4 more for Nana slogan. But thank God, they are rather number 1, which is not good for any party in government. Meshek, Asante, at Abusukai, and Ode Ebaye. ADAKABRI, as a vice presidential candidate, instead of you to go and help your presidential candidate and go to campaign, you are doing interview with your party. Hey, you're ready. Man, we are doing a more share. What you to be? I have 10 Mitsubishi pickups. Are you ready?
Team Niyajuma.
Just a 10 Mitsubishi pickups. I can't drive a family name. I can't drive a family name. I can't run
Also, Mitsubishi power. Why is the secret?
That might be a tune.
I told you obedient. I see that you CFO for na everybody. CFO for na cry Mitsubishi mine. What ya na? Mitsubishi na idea. Sanya Pajero na Shogun. And you Shogun na L200. Inti right. Kwasi. Remwe na messages.
Minya CPP Gazano.
What should we expect Nanado, as you say, 4 more to do more?
Of my basso. Now, I'm saying, o make some normal about community as America. Minya, you can say.
But you ain't a bon party.
Oh, so CPP no.
Your friend Benjamin Insia of the CPP.
I'm a friend of Fiancia.
Am I fiancé?
And Tinyan na another NDC Juman Wabe. But
no, that's an unfortunate statement. That's an unfortunate statement. No, unfortunate statement. My NDC Juman. I'm in opposition. I'm some person me So correct your statement. No, man, correct. No, it's an unfortunate statement.
So what can be to say?
Me because of NDC.
What can be to say? President Akufo-Addo for employ money now. Unchi almost senator. And two parties say So what I say in teachers or who to me.
No, I made reference to the people you said. I made reference to NAPCO, and I made
former sector for
former sector 700. And I make
the teachers in him, doctors in nurses in him, police in him. And I
download this Senate amount and reflect.
I don't know what you say database.
I have he should not repeat that here.
Blank statement keke say what NDC for juma or the bibia so the hwese ono watimi approve a point no betimi disprove or say what statement say president entria Senate
how
and na teachers come. Do you have anything to rebut?
Okay, so this is a Senate report. Senate report on HRO Omoa no more so prior to 2016 and Omoa Mabeka. Prior to 2016 1.3 million plus and also and I know say you will say 1.6 million plus and it just say 300,000 and Abeka and I would tina eka me say I employ former sector mean ka NAPCO former sector no I employ 780 something thousand. What a grant says 780 something now, or 300 na count because private sector so count. But the private sector no any former sector government employed persons no boma almost 1 million a year because one is 786, one is 200. No, me for 2 million because 200 planting for food and
2 million amount breakdown.
And a breakdown I'm person establishes a breakdown in here.
But what's the time at the casino?
786,000. So pushing me in. And also back 226.
That na baby no push you in.
And I'll push me in. And I may correct you. And I make a say in 20 before 2016 no.
Do you still maintain say Nana Kufuado
Senate based on the figures away dear mama.
Okay.
If the figures are right,
if the figures are right here, now on Senate. But then if we are to believe what Senate is saying there, now on no figures near
wrong.
Now you more Senate. And I say to be on Senate payroll. Oh, now wouldn't be on Senate payroll. As my mentor say, and go for a good as a president in Bamba. What's the president in Nigeria and German Senate? I don't say, I'm more good into the former sector, teachers womb, doctors womb. Nurses womb, police for a day, and do you sure say I buy police for a recruit to a senator, community did it. I buy I buy doctors and a senator, community did it. Nurses are no motive you buy you could do won't you almost senator community did it. I say, I can. I feel so say, of any say, fact me back. What's a factories? Akufuado I 79 factories. 76. What a granted, class 76. Yeah, I did a kind about one district, one factory, no. A private public partnership. This is a buying a name and crown a day. Yeah, will be a various stages of completion. It be so why a day, it be so ongoing. But when you're buying with Timaba now within a space of 4 years. Normal okay, you know, what my majority of them. No catch also buy factories, no Timaya, a number of them, no catch or say. Some are at various stages of completion. A dear one, a banana. And two years will be a ban and could be to me even 50 of them, will be a ban or to me 50 of them are commanding unemployment is in can solve. But me a was it one village, one dam? I feel we are condemning one village, one dam. One village, one dam is not a bad policy. Penny. Oh no, open research on every research is subject to interrogations. And of course, other people can raise other researches. I bet debunk some of the claims or the findings that they are making. To obi or no one off no. No for only one planting season because of one village, one dam into Obenya, two planting seasons because anytime you own so the bay irrigation. Oh no, sir report no nya kwasem no you. Adi ono dwene so Obenya nso abrebia no tim dey na adwuma na wanya no baya dey adua na afi ne nwuma dey akoso. Okay, credibility issue. I mean, I don't really want to go there because credibility issue now pivot of the case you say excavators na one winning. Galamsey asema yeke say bi obi nka say galamsey no problem. Vitinanti ko jo na galamsey asema ye issue o man mo. It took only President Akufo-Addo no nya the zeal, the commitment, the passion so be fight galamsey no. Na galamsey issue no sabi so obi tibia mi kuro mu asante achem dom no bi o hye kura bi ase na o ye na o man na nkasa no we all don't support the government to fight the better we need fight no. Right from day one, I can't say fight galamsey fight. You had then this your discrediting process na pekwembia to run down the fight against galamsey. But the fight wasn't an event; it was a process. there were successes, there were challenges, but some of the successes outweigh the challenges because now researchers in the publications about just say yes so nyina bebre ni ate unlike before. They say so galamsey no are regulating na eboa. And we are not saying say galamsey fight we idea na you winning ultimately, but what we did was progressive akaban bia ye bia kebetima ye aboa. Of course, what we need is that we really support to be anya the M1. But whereby you know we go for excavator. What was the president response? That trained the excavators and people have brought it back. And BBI I thought on that. You don't make a case say Obi could bonia na binary react na president air react na ya the nipa no we bring the person to order. Charles Bisu no ya de ya mana resign investigation here the course. And you know say so Obi ya bonia let us say we are blaming John Mahama or we are blaming who? Me pato mami influence na me nko. My friend say your promises in subsequently in the 2020.
Airbus, you mentioned John Mahama.
No, but Airbus, the court implicated him.
Which court?
The court implicated him.
Yeah, which court?
Oh, my man, Kasana be this say I'm trying to phone. Oh, me say Airbus, the government officer one na oh yeah, calculation be esi papa no so government officer one no here. Calculation. And then me can we figure government officer one na John Mahama. Asem na kan. Ni nua Samuel Mahama no mo de. But ma me nkwa asem of abusa ye no so. Of Abuja say at the end of the person going for it. Of I
should we expect in the second 4 years?
Of I say be the end continuation. And normal I promise say ya intimate.
I couldn't say to us also continuation.
O say
it's a back say
yeah be say 2 minutes
to continuation.
Yeah be say 2 minutes free Ghana for. Nti baby ya duru na be ya dey. Ya betimi actual the yeah no so. And we be the education sector. Say no nkwara na omukọ free SHS no. Say enrollment increase by over 40%. Say you at least 1.2 million school children on Moko school no. You nya omokwa. Aban na say or dey ban say say bi nkora mba wie school yi bebre be na adwon say bi o tertiary education but no bia na bo sika obetimi dia tertiary education no. Ndi wa untimi unya sika na aban na say say ade obeya ma no so o de bibi we friend the guarantor system. Guarantor system ne say so first no guarantor system. Ndi de be say ukwa kwaje bosia. Ndu kwaje bosia wa ban no ho student loan ye enim ya. But this time around unhia guarantee bia na guarantee bia. The obeya ne say obetam YD card which is the NIA card no. Now they come aban. What the kwa ni a che say asemesia na obenti mfie na mfie dodo abeze uku school no. Aban be hwe uwi a ebe ma 1 year probation unya dwuma na afi asase ayede atetew. We na aban ne person ode yeba in terms of education sector. Afi so no aban uhwe double track here na which was father say it was an innovative way and they responded to the free SHS implementation na. And also say bebre aba aban guso aban asase asad na aban is over 1,000 dormitories aban they remove the free SHS gradually. But so aban asa promises say infrastructure facilities and be expanded with regards to set the within a space of 5 to 7 years no you bet me double track na there every one na fe no will reverse back to our normal school na but it is instructive to know say even as at now out of 721 schools no nyom nya na double track around 400 per set double track as which means over 300 normal school amoko ekoda bibia sua de normal double track as but even with 400 me no kasa ya they will school be bra free double track na there ase and also abangu so within 4 years am be trauma aban so obewie eno so nyina of am fa nko be dey health so here yes set agenda be president set agenda be say agenda 111 na ni nyina say president so obesi 101 district hospitals that is districts are in new hospitals na so more hospitals na nchen kran no president so obesi new hospitals wo be bia and now recently secretary says new regions so okay two regions are the natural expectations every region be a new region be comes with development abandon so obesi new regional hospitals it was CS new regions so but maybe the western regions you know also was the one new regional hospital that be there ebe more na efian kwanta no they rehabilitate psychiatric hospitals abibia make say something na NDC for ntimi nche so omon capture manifesto but about health so psychiatric so no aban say obesity two new psychiatric hospitals are there of course the whole way there have been several works aban there so and also basically 3 new infectious disease but I think the most important thing be the national health insurance policy na ye kan ho ansem no ya na de buy na aban bi buy ultimate so promises say ko be na one time premium yanguhu de kugu because no insurance policy be any who abetima ka say what the ba obi twia once eno ano no nti na enye feasible it wasn't a well thought through policy but omu promise because insurance survive on say obi twia na dey show bi ofa bi a wo betwia there 10 years kwa na go hospital da baby I mean anabna kwadu asante achem dome ono no ebi anytime bia ni sisi ana ne kotodu ye de ene ya nti saa na wo nko de na de be de ebe hwe no but ye nya ndc apart from some discredit working out on parliament by passing insurance bill into act no omo saa promise na ya atrocem say omo bombe making one time premium but omo ba ya asata ma omo leave office no ye hu say how na insurance na de ewiki to the extent say Christian missionary hospitals most of them were denying the insurance card nti President by Abishe Mukena, but right now what we are saying is we are going to expand the scope. Yeah, expand the scope now, not necessarily say expand the keke say nipa mremu. Yes, nipa ebebemu ye can scope na, but ya really be wo na fall under basic healthcare ni adona. Ebe di bebrebe de kwa kwa so de be ya ankwa kwa obi a ho be de ebe to no. That's what we are also promising under health. Uko be be said dan ya can say one of the biggest problems as of my pay very much attention ye rent. Because so here rent and mortgage system na bad, and one of the laws as a country me enforce so one of them the rent laws na because a man say obi enu ha if you be en hoje a dan be 6 months more than 6 months but intimi enforce so as I mean regardless of the party in power but aban say or dey ban say so your school ni we youth where you school person or adwuma aban dey aban be yama on say a dan be a person ha bia wo hwe salary so of course say sense bia ewo ni mu aso nti wo hwe salary so se bia wo ye napco na efa se bia wo je 7 na se bia wo ye adwuma bi na je 1000 to aban ne se dan no kwa akopa de aba no aban na ko guarantee atwa aban ne betwa ma fewura no bosome nsia bia na wo no ha the year said that when him no inse ka ba wo kopa bia 50,000 na se bia 20,000 na bia 10,000 na 5,000 dia ma efewura no aban ne se wo ye adwuma nya no betwa ne nkakra ye de ama efewura no atetew kakra nkra se de be ya wonhu se de be ya sa problem with housing and rent no se be de e be firi nti wonya ban a we nyina and what's I declare year of rules, especially in 2020, our cutting so many sources, and not only sword cutting, but when you're funding for it, most of the rules, construct here, we hope say within the next few months next year, you be winner. Abana you be
right. That's the quoting of the MPP and Otin and Neno, telling us what we should expect in that form more that we are being asked to give, and then. Earlier, so no, what Benjamin Insia of the CPP. Now, Godwin Bobobi of the NDC, second coming of John Dramani Mahama. What does it entail?
Over ADAKABRI. Quickly, answer maybe Minya Kwesi Ediwe Yamamin Twaso infant free of, and it links up to the issue of credibility. How Nwankasa Dika Ekanwasem and Minya Ben approved to him. President Akufo-Addo any credibility. Look, so I see on bet was no mercy schools as we speak. On one single secondary school on Mercy.
Who could push in them?
Yes, over 1,000. I mean, let's them out.
No. I'm talking about classroom blocks. In your 2016 manifesto, we see 350 brand new secondary schools.
I mean, statistics.
350 brand new schools, and yes, sir. Atimota na wako see school block amount akon see classroom block the amount school for kra amatu no din ti say wa he yanim say ya see otuam Professor Mills your friends community day senior high school brand new school yanim say ya see Bato Aveime community day senior high school brand new school yanim say ya see Edujaman community day senior high school brand new school okay almost you on base 350 senior high schools from the scratch. Unsi bako. Every day, who say she was obesi senior high school. Besi school. Abra unsi bi for 4 years. Unsi bako mpo. For 4 years, unsi hospital bako mpo. Not even a single hospital. And I buy we so. What's the way? Me na me see here.
Asema okay. Unim dia okande.
E see here. E twa homa mu say nipa munkom na ensa mayare. Bako kra ni ho. So the credibility crisis. President Akufo-Addo won. Emanin ko ho. 1D 1F. I will say every district be 216. Obi abenya ne factory. Yet factory wo dada. Na omo na wa ba omo ho omo peden. Oso ye fence wo. Mo ko ye fence wo amonom di 1D 1F signboard akobo ho. Let me give you a typical example. Akosomo Textiles. It's an old factory offer. Miwa. Akosomo Textiles because me you know abume or akosomo ne ko yi 1,000 as for. Sa factory ne wo ho dada. Omba ye o makofa say 1D na 1F. Offer as we speak. Oma running factory no down. Indeed, Oma to even equipment, machines say all that no. Onwa to our move sisa ediko, nita fe wofa me sraw. Muma mo central for enko sa factory na mo nkoshe. Factory plants all that o. Aban we A22, A sisa ediko.
Omo de kwen.
Bisa omwe. Again,
it's a factory no ye gu no na.
Amu gunu. Abramu da de juma efo no say one din one f. Wafa enua odum mahogany enua precious timber ye dua tetete at the time ye sa factory no. Aban we buy Rollins buy we ntwa. Kufo buy we ntwa. Mills buy we ntwa. Mama buy we akufo adon kwan buy ya. Enua egu sa factory no. Omo twetwe ne nyina no mo export it. Nit FM wadaroma munko na munko hwe de making say enukure anase ye and this is credibility the MPP and President Akufo-Addo has no credibility. Look, many aka one village one dam no ekuafo na omo si mutu dam na ama omo no omo akasa ababonti say 90% na se mutu dam no be 10 a omo si 9 yent mi fa anya adwuma. Se mo to dam no be 10 and the ama ekuafo na almost 9 out of the 10 9 ya di adwuma enye yi. So credibility again oka 1 million per constituency in a year 4 years almost we take 1 year some from the development authorities ye yin from and they say every constituency I was say share adwuma infrastructure a worth $3 million. Ukwa no makochira toilet bi a etada hu baabi aye ka se nkrofa ba bonti omu ye dede se aban di onka aban contract on so mu si toilet ma omu awie besi na ye nti onka enti 1 million per constituency no eni na mo hin wo fa eni na mo hin you see what can now say na financial the economy okay economy no the economic indicator to me boss pe inflation of Asoka, inflation penalty in boss when me and exchange rate. Because Dr. Baumia say $20 no. I didn't to them I don't think na my IGP. Sena a dollar no more na echi Dr. Baumia. E di ashe them I don't think na akoma David Trump Donald Trump. Because America say seed no baby seed ni gina on be fire no. O matete no up and sam.
You look at the rate now.
O matete seed no up and sam no. One can ye debt to GDP ratio. One can because and then about where Bobusiachi and baby in the issue of this country. 140 billion. What's the idea that we free SHS? Free SHS so no enka ebusi amabon. Free SHS eye brad o mama abodi atu ho. In the Heritage Fund.
Normally, if you say,
and no, na mo akotam. Says can na mo akotam. Some of the free 3.6 million Ghana. And indeed, free SHS started from the NDC under John Dramani Mahama.
Please,
I will go share MPP 2017 budget. You are keno furata. Eji to muse government led by John Dramani Mahama. Started free SHS, and those were payments that were made, and these are payments that aka say. There
was not even a peswa paid. Where the main target? Not even a peswa. Not even a peswa.
Okay, credibility. Mr. No, unpack it. Then again, original the financial sector. I see a Dr. Baumia, NEC. Or for people like you, I applaud you. So we are running mates, and let's put you on that same pedestal. Who Dr. Baumia, Professor Nana Jinopoko Ajima. Professor EYH Bobobi etc. Ofa e basem trejuma obi anim se ofa ADAKABRI wa yebi. Unim dia wo asem troni I impact lives. Nse ntrofo be bre ne ombeka se ofa. Wo ye omo ida omo mentor anase omo role model. Ida so afa omo na watiti omo anase oti be bi na ohwe the wi a wo ye program on so di isua. Dr. Baumia the knowledge on Ghana economy, the knowledge as an economist. And the impact in the Ghana economy so. And the impact 0. The net effect of Dr. Baumia, the knowledge as an economist, Ghana, zero.
That's not fair.
Because you did see the number, no see the number here. You did ye can bush and your boss. You also, me, my Bank of Ghana, though. You bet me a woman, Brian Bobusia. Eh, they are the number. They were Bobusia to Pia. Where lies your knowledge on the economy? Dr. Baumia, where lies your knowledge on the economy? Look, I want to look at Zimbabwe. Some economy now collapsing. Just check. Zimbabwe is one of the countries that more the highest banknote. Next some economy no. Atitian Pansa. I'm sure they are still working with Dr. Baumia notes or a Jaumo.
Look, I mean, this is so cheap. Obi koye adwuma na achire no. Obi ba na be say na you na say no.
Atitian Pansa.
Dr. Baumia na kwase.
He didn't let a good.
I mean, this is so cheap. This is so cheap. Raise it. Raise the argument.
Mr. In fact, Dr. Baumia, on one can send him and you are running from there or see a friend digital. Digital so okay about soul sourcing and you see being a procurement expert. On one can say who share a procurement law now. Soul sourcing, it's one of the means I buying
but not when about 90% of programs here under soul sourcing.
See?
That makes it suspicious.
You see 80%. Now you are again saying 90%. So which is which?
It's about 90%.
Now, example, on my near their married deal. The situations under which I'll bet me across soul sourcing say number one, nipa no na warn him dear. Ni nim dear no, it's not common. Number two, who are emergency situation. For example, second interchange, you find say so bounce is here find say sebi na ebugumu a. If you work of a contractor, the oye adwuma na nkasa say mundra na mumbehwe. Enya fi na work open bid say competitive na whatever. Because it's an emergency situation. Yeni him said doing so was an emergency. And see now you pay emergency solution. And you have to go for soul sourcing. Nipa wire power plant no da. And you for marry for the buy. Ye di buy mu ba mu si mu hwehwem. Mu hwehwem no the economy
you save $51 million.
And the energy minister then
you save $51 million.
See a dent in a jaco watch
Mupamo. Save $51 million.
Say I dent in a jaco Mupamono because I didn't also Shushemuno. Not a bono be about the count.
The horse and a rai. 10 or 5.
I was misled. In Kratana, man, Penina Casa sign say a merry innovation deal. No, I'm on pencil or more confusing me.
One person acquired now. That's the most important.
Padaroma. You can't credibility. MPP comes not into the picture. So be your credibility. Omumbeho. What for going forward? President Mama, the air can say, look, on my chichireno. Also, Mia, Oma Obia, and Sansu, the Ose, Nidia Esoso. Okay, free senior high school, double track, etc. And this is the air can say, look, the private schools by Beckham. On see a Ghana for. Number two, a teacher for a Juma. On see a Ghana for. Schools no egu. And the private schools by Beckham to resuscitate those private schools. The Ghana for Grand schools. Conditions are pertaining public schools, senior high schools, or enjoy free education. So conditions now pepe ya the bema nkran more private schools no.
Mo jin kofo adwuma from onsam na answer dey.
Number 2, ya jin krofons adwuma from onsam. Nkran be ko omo fees e was say omo school rap proprietors give from one aban betua. Just as we are paying, if you are paying 100 cedis for your aban no, you 100 cedis for the all private friends school. And the double track be year for within 1 year. And the present mama can is time bound. Look, you see, I did the big push, baby. The NT will be any baby. So, to Ghana, ha, the 9th America, that's what we're going to say, or share TV, no, or share the infrastructure. Not the condo, say, on my way, be a beautiful country. President Mama see, or did the big push ever $10 billion. Now, you raise your infrastructure, why you be that? So, on you be that now, be that, why you be that? About infrastructure, acquiring schools, roads, airports, harbors, etc. President John remind me all the track record, so we not question that. Number 2, yeni anumwa omu ewo the informal sector. Obi o odijwa, obi o yekwia. Ofa the can say ube yekwia, ube dijwa. Ukopen wana say why wapomu yemra. Udi weni echere hin. Teacher ni na pomu yemra no kofia or pension ordinary edibeto so. The can say that organized workforce. He said the traders association. Okay. He said the Importers Association. He said the Cocoa Farmers Association. You buy from pension special pension schemes. At the amount so. Until who did your makola? Who did your kokompe? Who did your abubloshi? Now more mukua. If I say Full Sellers Association, Scrap Dealers Association, more say kuna. John Dramani mama buying beso mumu. Now create pension at the amamo. Now otua nidie at the amamo. Musumu tuya muntu baga craft just 5% at the tumu. And who do 60 years before retirement no. Usu bet me asori akọ bank akọji u pension to say the teacher ni on retirement eje pepe. Again, the air can say no care about the drones. Wafa drones you almost their best say best supply mojani. Moje drones wafa won't be that say ejuma. One say need from my report say drones see akofa moja every friends or chebe yake e dia come emoji. Udru one will be that. Udru suhuma omo. Udru suhuma omo. What me say? Udru asante man pa omo. Wafa omo one will be that say atan moja di come. Udru na lerigo ebi oho. Udru sabiwi oso ebi oho. Wafa de me bi sanu say one say ebi atan moja na etu a ekọ esi bi.
Draw to enkra. Wafa. Ye fa phone from say draw.
Wafa. What do na okay? Say ye ba on say the free primary health care no. E see the district hospitals. And this was the BIA you be creative blood bank. This was the BIA yes open moja. This obesi ko kolebu asna ko nya moja debi. This was the BIA. Okay. Ubenya blood bank. Right. Now yeah the area here. Then offer. Medicine is
what they are trying to do. Atro no so. Atro no so God.
Yeah, but na yet me adwumadi no. Usutie ni 100.9 FM.
Oha FRIMPONG Needs FM.
Catch it. If you're me ba wono yire ho. And so biem. If you am butie, bosome me ma mutua rent say. If you're 40 Ghana cedis. If na de kro mo batua 80 Ghana cedis. Hey, say ma bu sabi. If you am metia, bitimi betete mo mpoma mu ho. Ehu de ekoso nyina. Na this way chocolate drink dada abai. Some no ma etwa no mo ani. Da ban na wo kra wo ba titu. Wotumi aka say bi efiewura fa wo so hyebra. Eme ye ntwa bi kwa ma no mu da. Eja fiewura sa de wo duobo. Efiewura fa de wo tuyani. If you're afraid you won't say this way chocolate drink for full yin so a good jomi. Yet tenants of 1 year I to metra team on if you're wootuyani or wootuyani, ya bro aday. Now this way chocolate drink no sugar and num sugar wom. And then once one we so here. And you hear any so share. Now and opebia me share so shegu kapum de be fa manim ho. Ehwe say bia mo ba fra me ate this way sachet ba kumpo. Egu mo atwati amama no no. Mo be da. If you're a sad ye this way chocolate drink busu supermarket okay see Jom filling stations and the shops and no moment to anyama tebusi and so any answer nkoto e metwa team awon efewura beni fufu valanda so a wodi buai ye say ya umuna wodi kutukum ye koto this way chocolate drink so a efewura ye nya odebio sir we shall see achu yan yabre ye beko FDA ahwe say dwede nkrato emu age atum say eye yamenu Ejaba boni di adwa ma wubi eti ya menu afa hin na mahwie fufuo ti ase dada menya wofo yi papa so ba fie ni anwie fufuo ya asam aba na so oben wadi fufuo adi edi mprenu ne mpresa da kro beye de ni ehwe fufuo a akode wo nwane adwa mo adwuma se me ni fie adwuma di mini fufuo kakra ba o medie no eno to metwa mada pasa aso wo kan na matire nyira wati ate na make am meboa ebo de odi komum na sese ade obra to otwa fufuo ai wo wodwo pam na wo ma siu na wotimu na wo sadade na wo temfra kwada ne nyina tuatwa make say ya need food sadaroma wo bia mani ye pa ya wa ya mbode fufuo ne mankani fufuo a wa ne powder wo de gu ada kam kama ya fra no need fufuo eni anu bi na masori ba antilizi kama me di ye yo sese bia ma me hwe bia need fufuo eye kama say bode fufuo ne mankani fufuo papa bi na wo ka say twan eposim na ede na me so kan so antu simanu mpɛ no wa wie wo hie wo kwa papa bi aguso be chese de ama mani kura agisa ne fufuo a mama ko to bi kura ba ne say se de Ghana fo si pom fufuo no anu anu ye nu enti se wo hwa fufuo won pam wo drom ne we nu a wo ho susuna bi awom wo nso de body ne mankan fufuo papa bi eje nie eni afi na fufuo na afi na wo bedi pa ne se de wo bedi ne se ne wo fa mogyaduro ana pawia ne anadwo a wo koda need fufuo supermarket bi am need fufuo e wo fi a eni gye nko a FDA ahwe se adwede nkrato emu agye atum se eye
fresh and trendy with a new look. Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you glow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Utie Oha Extra Ponkno. Needs FM.
Neat 100.9 FM suri. Ene yukwada bubu busumi na yewumi ne de toso aduonu baako. Mamsa committee aduasa emiensa na abo no 9. Na penifo no bia benya se meet se nwotwe na ode akane nsem kakra. Ba yankinka messages kakra ode fa 050 600 0909. ADAKABRI, I think former President Mahama and his NDC don't understand the free senior high school policy very well. Now, I say now, and I want to say no wonder, not now wonder, no wonder they are claiming that they started it. If it were true, why did they advertise against this policy in 2016? Are you kind of blue? And AY or the free buy? First, Ankama Achim Ayurebi Anna or the free buy. Any visionary leader always thinking with visionary. Our president Nana Akufo-Addo has shown a level of visionary making good policy to solve all sectors of our economy system. I, Ankama Foster, and all Achimansa constituencies say 4 more for good development. Anna or the Abba. Walanyo in Akwetia. I say President Akufo-Addo is set to win this election hands down without considering his position on the ballot paper. But based on the performance, and or no so Walanyo or the Abba. Have a good afternoon. First political party to file nomination forms and first on the sheet. NDC will always be behind MPP. The 2020 elections has been declared. And or no so or they buy yeah. Kwame Ntwi, new Aplaku. Was it good afternoon, ADAKABRI? The balloting was a clear indication of the resounding victory that awaits Nana Akufo-Addo on December 7. The number 1 spot on the ballot paper speaks volumes, both spiritually and physically, about Nana Addo and his imperial achievements. Everything is over. The other contestants should therefore start preparing their acceptance of defeat statements. They should try again in 2032 after 1,000 Dr. Digital Baumia and what they buy, yeah. Wafa, the NDC is not coming back again. Oh, Nana all the way. Felix, Ashaman, and what the free buy. Uncle Mahmudu, good afternoon. Please tell the CPP man that if he wants some vote for his party, he should blame Mahama, Mills, Rawlings, governance, and leave Akufo-Addo out because he knows those who collapse the Nkrumah properties and achievements. Wafa, tell the president that Mahama and Ofosu-Ampofo are planning to throw stones again at his Nima residence, so he should get up. Nana Abuaje, Berlin, Anna Odifria. What they buy? MPP people were expecting number 4. Okay, I think the Mashaki. I can't with it. Nah, I say 9 submission. Vote for CPP at the 4th position. But as far as NDC, the CPP party alive, how can CPP win polls and govern this nation? Look, for CPP to be relevant in the scheme of things, it need to win itself from the NDC, which surreptitiously claims socialism but practice vices as they uprooted the only CPP MP, Samia Nkrumah, in Parliament. Chairman Lord, Anna Ode Ebaye. Whatsoever, you are doing a good job. God bless you and your family. Frank Ayiku, Zenu Atadika, Anna Ode Fribaye. Good afternoon, ADAKABRI. Vote Honorable Prince Apia Debra, incoming MP for Clote Clole constituency. Obin Roxon, Tescom President, University of Ghana, Accra City Campus. And or Busam Crasset, a Ben, invite number. Inti Obin Ubeba, Roxon Obin, Usuba baby, Papa, Uswaba can't Uswajin. I say, please ask the MPP man, why are they saying they have paid teachers' allowance, which is actually false? And Odibai. Right. Nana Kufuado in the Volta region, in the Oti region, John Dramani Mahama in the Western region, Ivor Green Street in the Greater Accra region, specifically East Legon. Now, how is the campaign going? Basi, Dikaye.
Ofa, medase na. So, mama kwa mama for 1 minute and make it a clarification. Sa impression na.
8 minutes, you know the move 1 minute.
Ofa, ni na ka ho. Wada ma some time wada ma ready medase pa. Ofa, so her impression na NDC created to say the double track. The born in MPP dia ba. I also a clear doubt on no be a chene ho ase. So hwa between 2013 to 2016. Averagely, no, you say Afibia nkra at least 100,000 and a year school due to Sikasem no Muntimi secondary school. Obewie BC no Afibia 100,000, Afibia 100,000, but Obewie BC but Muntimi secondary school because of Sikasem. Afi omo mutimi wie school no, a mutimi kwa secondary school no, omo kwa at least be 22% etimi drop out because of Sikasem. But 100,000 now omo wie omo nya access to secondary schools because say Sikasem no. They represent at least 35% every year. Now, all the cut 22% and also a few years, almost quite 70 normal drop. Nina 35 plus 22 be more 57%. And do a country out of every year beyond, if you are having a percentage of 100%, at least you get about 57% or mobile bees in Batomuntiminko school, which is only 43% penitimico school near the area. And which means say a bigger problem as Omaya never say they solve. On what basis will your education sector no? Enipa 100 be age now ha emu 57 VJSS omuntimin to but only 43 penitimi to. That is a problem because if you are dealing with an uneducated population, then where lies your development as a country? Untimin develop or mine, it brings a higher cost, so your cost of benefits analysis because they come home the eba when you are governing an uneducated country. But Unya President Akufo-Addo taking the bold initiative say, "Sa 57% here wo hoyi. Oba obeso on the omo bia ko school because the question ebu say this year up to now me nua bo bi dwom ama ntimi ansan ye say. Sa 57% na no ntimi nko because of Sikasem no. Won ba na ntena fi. Why ba ano no de won ntena fi now within sa short pace now we say within and less than a year. We say 6 months and we so ka say 1 year. 6 to 7 months and we the best solve no. Won ba na ntena fi na won solve. And it shows say again, then this year as a party Jomama as a person, and when the vice presidential candidate, Jamebo no even a decent knowledge in education. And they two things is either they lack understanding about how double track system and also they are playing politics of it. Because someone cry at least every year be about 100,000 trophy. Now when you be on no abaso be class 100,000 you be on trophy. Now you within a space of 5 years, 5 to 7 years. You have remove double track. Of which I started now. You see over 1,000 dormitories. 1,000 infrastructure projects. Obusa see schools bay. 1,000 infrastructure projects in education sector. No. Can see a convert dormitory says in can see a convert into secondary school. Secondary school at least in creating over 100 secondary schools. But me answer member. Obusa see schools. Oh sir, mo year mo promises mo 50 class mo schools 50 secondary schools every year biano. Mo see 29 sana mo free office. Yeah buy no you see ya. Also 200. Okay so be 200. Okay so be 50.
No. Obi anka just say you be
200. Afibia be 50. Whichever way the 200 kwa na o ko ja 29. Say me no ka say 56. Meba. Say no. 20 na mo ko mo ja 29 say 56. And 27 no e dey na beka ho. And yen si hwekwa dey 27 e dey abeka ho. That shows say president openi. Wo kasa mangasa so interrupt me sir. And Eba obi oye committed to solving education problem President Akufo-Addo. But explanation be there might say NDC lack a whole understanding about how double track system. Because Oka solve within 7 months. So sa enrollment na increase by about 400,000 who aba na enter fi ma onye because number of friends say also obayi bi akọ private schools no yeah say private schools betima absorb nipa 400,000 and as adna private school is a choice and nkwara obe choose so person private school no na was so there we choose so person and must also respect their rights and decisions but in just an attempt to score political points you don't say maybe you munya 400,000 deficit in a way for private schools and that will be a solution to double track that will not be a sustainable solution if you ask me but ofa mamenko wa adibakwa ubusa about offend say when so president vote at all president vote at all no say the president here on grounds of accountability because say who abama the obetima ya na say to me dey share won say infie na ya na say infie be me nsa na bosome kakra no you have to give an account to the people say asi hinefo na eto ahinefo to me na mbesere say na me dey utimi make a very justifiable case ansa no metima gaza ye to aso na asa enye dey ye to aso because o he obiti say papa John Mahama or your man mfie nwotwe no when the man hweso ye ana ma ga na for is accountability no o man tina se no mo so opani no ma o keka e bebere when the man yenti kofi but o he president Akufo-Addo o make promises bebere most of them what me deliver but pass our make accountability because hey manifesto na manifesto of accountability wasa aye commission projects and then maybe I make them say over say is it who anake to I'm saying I wasn't menya I want to show you menya sana me presentation yes what commission new district hospital bi o ha and also air function kama and the wasa okọ ho nyina the oye nyina so say commission projects yes I dey e wo we be say one district one factory ya e bi kọ ho voter region so o church o say ni na me say ni na me promise but who yano ye dey eni we be say one district one warehouse no so voter for enya bi where ambulances here ya buy na ya ambulance system as a country no na at least ye ni kura na at least about only 55 working ambulances but president edi osinebo eje over 300 ambulances here there e buy ho nyina wa chebia ni nyina also inspector say bibia ya adwuma because leadership the one here out rank ha nkasa wo ye bibia obi betime di hwamo drone healthcare delivery sabi yade a oyema oman ni nyina and oba prabo ni nyina you have to account to them say aha say na maya ha so say na me dey meye o here bibi say hohoi infrastructure projects a we be say hohoi to just second stretch na ho say so no ongoing oye dey oye ni nyina o eastern corridor na yezo ngofo capture no green book so maya na bibi sa enye dey eni ho no and o here bibi say swalade to who dual carriage road no so and so president ama contract ni nyina under construction ni nyina so obey dey obehwe who to aflawo so yade a aban na dey ama contractor guso omoye dey omoye but the most important thing is they said rehabilitation of various district hospitals and also president here dey hwe ehho no ahwe ehho asem so here dey aka ohwe bibi to say offend say your 5 districts are president twa I mean recently your commission ma no more water supply system so they dey amomo and they also president who could di ho adanse say ni na meka na say ni so na metima here dey aye and a hospital na make as a president was it president Akufo-Addo commissions 14.5 million 60 bed hospital in Ketu North and they also a district hospital so I was why they commission and the we share infrastructure development they by ensure the mass 5 districts na we share bibi to say one village one dam one district one factory one district one warehouse and then adhere with other infrastructure projects in terms of free SHS in terms of dormitory blocks or CEC to remove the free SHS ni adena and there's idea papa no waye bi ndia no ho aprobo no okọ no sa aka say me ba ensi wa to me na modema ma kire de na emu me ba me sa ye bia ye dey aka ho na just say me sa ye bia aka ho no just say your health system will still be improved because we unse voter ho no say no unse ye mu chie mu no mo ye referendum mu chie mu no e ma ebi kodi friend say the other part ho no ho no enyina no sa new district hospitals no new regional hospitals no ye ho nyina ebe de ebeko ndi within a space of 4 years no president aye no ma be bra abwa because we have be say whole teaching hospital there has been a facelift and facelift na nkwa say a painting kwa na renovations ngwa equipment akoho ene no so bi ohu a mostly no nka na referral cases ba kwalebu pa any 37 ha but ene nyina so aye the extra because of massive projects near their interventions or their aba ndi no ho probo na president ebo na obekọ so asere say tumi ne de mfie na mesere no ma amaye bibiri obabi say training allowance am restore ya say bi ye na nye on regional basis obi e de enya bi ni nyina ka ho na president che say madaroma tumi no monsa mfa ma me na mu renew mandate na me mfa ento aso na me nso mu yi
right nti kwasi quarting of the MPP and ni 8 minutes or you should judiciously abobi and as a bobobi 8 minutes
over get to north district hospital Oko Peace FM online 27th March 2016 so it is John Dramani Mahama the nation builder in Sanwe Juma as usual President Akufo-Addo ako bie Juma.
I don't know. You started 3 years ago. 3 years ago, no yamwa. 3 years ago.
Peace CTF.
A part of the Eurojet project.
Messi CTFN report. Yes, at 27th March.
A Eurojet project.
Any Eurojet project.
Now Eurojet project. Who did it do?
Minim dodo. What's the minim dodo ana?
60 no the same power as Tepa hospital no. It woman nyina no. Abraham Juma Odum Edi hu Juma ama saade ni tibiko mienti 8 minutes no
no it is our project
3 years ago
they say
me say
you too
16
we say 3 years ago ni dia asobo form sa
no 2016
we dey bibia am na mo
it's about the facts
be a fact
if you have a contrary you know there to
3 years ago na 2016 2017
over yeah now bisa and it's going forward President Mahama the campaign no or western region for once we share campaign President Mahama na you from the retail campaign because baby President Mahama be ko bia no o si mo kwan we na me ye the gravel eguso ebi o si the first quota e the eguso na ye koto aba ofianto ata near the lusuye enne akwan no asan asai mo school dan we na me si bedu roofing level dosu kra da no dada aka se aban no behwe na ya painti na ma nkra enkom clinic we na ye wie anase aka se ye di posti nurse for doctor for ediba mo koko na me mamu fertilizer for free mudi gusuo aban we baaye no fertilizer no no fa amamo oso obeton amamo abra na not for sale eguso odi guwa ma fertilizer no eseye na yatu edi atwa tune
uchantra say ya
so we koko farmer osi afibia no wo koko price no na mitumu edi mawo aban we baaye ontumu emmawo na watwa eyedu election year ansa na osi mitumu edi amawo na me de me samba afibia metumu edi amawo wo fertilizer na wonya no free no me samba me the fertilizer no ebema wo free you call the fishing communities I say me outboard motors mudi ko nsuo no yaban so any premix fuel ye wo landing beach committees normal way ebesi omuna so na omu amanage ehun nipa onya se toma no nipa onya se nisa ekabie aban we ba ye omu di ama omu party fuo yenim se yenua there's this guy or Joy FM our year report say MPP constituency chairman Ayrton outboard motors or issue receipt on MPP notepad and or the man for receipt. And the President Mama sa retail campaign. Oba okobe bia appointed to bibia wa yama. Coastal efficient coastal mina masi edi amamo. School yi mina masi edi amamo. Akwan mina masi maye edi amamo. Electricity mina mitwin edi ba ha. Insio borehole we mina mi tu ye. Small town water project we mina mi ye. The MPP cannot do same. because omu nishwi on the betchere for a juma omu aye for the past 4 years. Ombo obusia che abayin biya. So the campaign is on. Ghana for buy into the messenger President Mahama Edi Etuja because enye phantom promises. Enye empty messages. Messages are nipa no nim se so oba besi school amania. School no kwan wadi kan start dada. Enti de ehia so oba ba wie. So si oba ba wie kwan yi di amaya. Kwan wadi kan start. Abawe na be stop adwuma no e ma kwan na sansa ikra. Eni so si oba ya sabi adansidie e wo ho kire se obetimi aye anase oba obetua na adwuma pa na your friend say oye eno so. Enti Ghana for na ebe down ase. Say so far your campaign so very good. Sabi wan na empe say ye be double track. Your friend say edi free ho. Say uba 15 years we JHS. Na ya posting no edi free enkran ha. Edi akotu voter region baby. Na ukoe ebi a school no kra na ye day school. Na edi uba edi akọ. In fact there were instances community day schools John Dramani Mahama ese no. Aban we posti boarding students edi ko ho. He said we are your friends community day senior high school in the Ashanti region. Omo the day students and the kugu. And he said Bibi says here awufo ji se ko han dan ma uba for 15-14 years. Say ontina ho meaning say utina kamu say u kofie no. We yembe hihye u pa say waje uba your friends say ewo ho. Anti Ghana for ewo gide say President Mahama ba sa double track ebe free ho ama ahunto ayede aba.
Right.
Ghana for ewo gide say President Mahama ebe bioma ni healthcare health insurance nipa 40% per na ayede ewo so 60% na aka no omo yare no cost agi say otuaka outright and sana ya hwe no or the free primary health care beba America for be friend no Obama care Ghana be friend no Mahama care
okay
ya beba na health for all no obi ansa be kabi
right
Ghana for desire of my infancy wa ne say
who of the 90 seconds bi na de aba
oh okay
right nti konsia Benjamin Nsia pana 8 minutes
that's it asense minia kwasi of course net website watch it nka me bia ma na hu na wa confirm say bia on data na dey my
ada hoka
that be say or refer me to a particular party anka offer medwin say obetwe asan ba so on twen san asense I want to correct him and then put him right
ebe no ka so on twen san
say one twen asan
wait minutes ndo be no
o me fa nya no ba me kama asem dey do
adwene yes
okay offer
bu no kono
nti offer yeti haidie na lawyer eka die nti a ehia yen kese a yeka credibility ni say ebinum ahyebo bebre nso muntimi ni so lawyer say ono ohyebo a obetima di so ena okọ baabia na okana sema offer se ne Ghana for etie no bia antiakua don ko betima challenge election I don't see this party or this party than Ivor winning this election. And I mean, what feedback na free bana? Obi ka say 4 more for development. And Ivor na for. Nti feedback no credit on say Ivor should be voted for to give us development. There na can was over. You see, e be good say Ghana nke ebenya national development plan. And Ivor ka cho say ni we ba no obaye ne sope. Ni we ba obaye ne sope no. Onu ni ogidi say oman no hia development plan. Political parties nyina ebe giatum. No oba as a good leader na oye leader owo aniswadi hunu ene daachi se Ghana bekoye no oso kan nyina bom na ye dwen saade no Ivosi oba obeye no die nti na odwen ho ne Okada has become a debate adentina nka urban sector even Ghana kra Okada should be a debate if you have good roads you kwan pa anase you mantemu kwan a eya anase you proper public transport system of how dey what na bro trader who person who free one end to end a train quite middle contem in one city. But Ghana, do we have that? We don't have that because yen said that any proper development plan, any better plan urban centers. I was say oba special planning. Ya di eda na kuma so ama urban center no obia betima ko na dwuma mu tentem. Train should be flowing in urban center. Sana I vokas oba obey. And Ghana for ejetu. So oba obey ni. Minimum ya adwin say o say nana say oba obesi psychiatric clinic or hospitals across the country. Offer some me no say your 3 psychiatric clinics in Ghana and all are in the southern sector. 2 are in Accra, 1 in Cape Coast. The whole of the northern sector from Ashanti Eko psychiatric clinic, proper one therapeutic center no ebiniho. Na the entire nanado ka on to me your mampanyi his excellent ka on to me and say yadi ka mana kwanya se onye bi wanti manye but I was so ba every region in this country there must be a psychiatric hospital because of an who kind news ye kan attempted suicide doso here ama stress akwaman for team adwindwinti no obi apese okunu ho. So if you don't have psychiatric hospital be save lives ube enche bia no beti say amanfo eku oh me but attempted suicide no from research meaning so of abekan am this year amanfo say attempted suicide is on an increase. And as a utatie of kwasi asare that is kwasi say we in charge of mental health in Ghana. Utatie na okacho say depression is increasing because and depression enyo bi even media host mako radio station media host cry lamenti complaining because of bad governance since 1993.
Come on.
Wow. And a year my option is say even though bad governance no Ivo is coming for development and for more for development which is Ivo, but the science is psychiatric hospital nkrof yenuanu mienu amoma ko ahuhia mu a oma depression we can start solving their problem for them whilst giving them alternative and good governance. Ye no free there na Ivo eka and we Ghana for ejini nyina tum like omani age say Ivo eka sase offer yeti mai mu hai only 44.9% health insurance na ye hu dede health insurance only 44.9% of our population are covered by health insurance. Offer yesi mumpanyifo no munka no kra ne nkyerem nkra no because youth na ba no omunim de na e was CPP apenso ye Ghana ni bia na health was free for you and that is what today we are still saying that health ade here because your productivity depends on your health. Yes I ba you be make sure say health whether private or public sector it will so be enjoy free health benefits and under CPP government I was you obo obeye yenya no free ho offer say ti krom hai Ubebi say ye kwa kunye sika no hin health insurance free ni enyam na me kan ayi yes GI Ghana Integrity Initiative offer the onamfofo no Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition any send Ghana a report last year population almost 30% of our GDP 30% na me no ka say GDP 80 something billion Ghana cedis 80 something billion Ghana cedis we mu 30% which is almost 20 billion goes away through corruption. That 20 billion can cater for healthcare benefit for every Ghanaian under this republic. Send Ghana neka. Eno kranu ye free wa ayi omo chat boss. Your friend Richard Kwesi. Honestly, the same year 2018. Osi Ghana lusu 13.5 billion Ghana cedis. 13.5 billion Ghana cedis. Etimisi hospitals. Etimi ya kwai through corruption. I will say he's incorruptible and oba make sure say corruption is eradicated that any idea obi ani beje ho. If corruption is eradicated you be use 20 billion na e waste through corruption to solve our numerous challenges. Now ade ba kwa yenu me kan me te se me
final comment
me te se me nua e ka say primary healthcare but offer when me buy adwin say the most important thing in health service is preventive healthcare. Me nua okosko otamalenti me I think say be a health person. Preventive healthcare is what Ivo Communal Green Street and the CPP is clamoring for and championing. Dia na ye kan offer yedwa enye nti ba bi obehu say sanitation fee adokru ba bia. You see we are going to plan our markets and give them the best first class market in the system. Inti Ghana for some mutwe mpanyifu a money offer 80 no. You see give hope to the youth. And if you are giving hope to the youth, tell them to vote for lawyer Ivo Communal Green Street and the CPP and they shall have development and be in heaven come the next 4 years.
Benjamin, instead of the CPP now, finally, what I say, in the next 60 seconds, Godwin Bobobi of the NDC will final comment in 60 seconds.
Yeah, final
by 60 seconds.
Free primary health care. And just it's all about friends curative healthcare both preventive curative but the can say health services up to the district hospital there free and the seminar CVP no on fire and no encore then so far so good with the present John Dramani Mahama campaign the people's manifesto Nipa more and more but number 2 on the ballot paper President John Dramani Mahama second coming he's come back
right
Eddie Huntu any Ijumapa ebeba
right Kasi in 60 seconds final comment
yes no kra ma second come when I second come and then the oku to say Archbishop Duncan Williams say GM second come be great if you want mo bu asofo if you want mo mutimi di o matem the di o taben matem ni ade me nya ye humo but I mean oh ade say me time no then ben am dey anyway them better make kakra over 2 million organa for nsem omo ne 2 ahene ne asihene for no ye de omo de my mfie na ni aye bia aye most of them at least yenye ya kekako be 90% of our promises are deliver ye delivery track and shows in terms of infrastructure projects aye over 18,000 of them and the ye de say ye best say ye ba mo ho be say 2 million ye time deliver and the most han here so na most han for 2 million my near the yen so mo bio na obi ono say afi ne wasua ne mistakes aye ntimi guarantee say wasua de be den kakra say ye di 2 million be man na na yen santoma no
asida ana yede eda kwasi kwatin of the MPP asida ana eko Emma Benjamin Insen of the CPP and then Godwin Bobobi of the NDC
Komanya me 60 seconds no
wo ana de shas wona shas
that be man shas
me I'm catch us say finally final right
over
right entimpani for ya damu nyina amase me man tijumadi no ebema mo opportunity at equal times na obi etimi aka ne party asem na enwanwa asem nyina so obi enu a opledi Ghana Freedom Party be given the opportunity eti mo ma ba be ka mo de mo nkwe
ofa run off ye be hia wonti ye be ka bia mam kakra say ko run off but nsi na me adom nti ye be win one time
right enti yamfa sedam fama panyin Kwadwo Damiado as the producer put to the content together and also Majeros Ajimai our born Chidom Frema Abankro technical producer Oshwe Bibia ede eko social media handles ahodo ni nyina na me nso so amedi dwuma odi ho chia me from ADAKABRI Mamudu osioma gusunati neat 100.9 FM na Olakoku Michael na oba na asem nyina no ye se ode ye bekofie na ode ye bekojo
Tie oha FRIMPONG no